Our man must be on the other side of the gate. Our man must be on.
喂，哦，我忘记开麦了，抱歉。Hello， 雨滴安安，哎，我刚才在自言自语啊，没注意到没开麦，笑死。哎，有去哪里跨年吗？我先把降噪的打开好了，应该这样子。没有那么多奇怪的噪音。好啦，开麦了。对啊，抱歉，刚才没有注意到我麦克风没开，刚才自己自言自语很久。完了，卡关了。好像这个跟那个又有什么一点关联呢？太惨了，通常会卡关，就是有些事情没有做。
He took the gaff here and cut a piece of fire hose.
Fire hose 在哪里？啊！我想想看，很久没直播哦。对啊，比较忙一点。
Some ice picks are.
应该是说都在耍废。好了，去楼上看一下有什么东西。我发现今年不像去年有下雨又很冷欸。今年其实是还蛮适合出去跨年的天气，我发现啊。
He used ice picks to climb through the window.
啊！可是我还是，他是这样子走，然后呢，然后又把这个东西拿走。
He took the gaff here and cut a piece of fire hose.
然后，怎么叫一只狗去处理这些事情？我没有闻到味道了耶，没有任何的线索啦，这里也没有啦。 不对啊，我记得就这里呀、啊，没有其他东西啦。怎么会这样？我是不是卡 bug 啊？我觉得，我先跳过去看看好了。啊！哇，又掉帧了。因为我现在是用那个 Steam Deck， 用 Steam Deck 玩，我发现啊，还是容易会有掉帧的问题。可是因为我这款我没有装在主机上面，以后还是只能用桌机来开台比较好。Steam Deck 就是躺在床上玩，冬天躺在床上玩很好了。这款已经是2012年的游戏了，10年前的老游戏了。照理来讲，没有那么吃效能才对。Goodbye。屁嘞，明明就可以跳过来。明明就可以跳过来。
Carriage tracks.
这边就没有东西了，要过去这边。啊，这里我记得。卡 bug。好扯
Locked from the inside.
bug 明明就这么远，你是触发到哪里？
Toby, don't jump. Let us find another way in.
等一下要铁门要打开，对啊，要去帮那个福尔摩斯开门，所以卡住了，我卡住了。这里，好啦，等一下是我最讨厌的环节了，因为这边超容易迷路。
Search, Toby. Search. Here's a good dog.
对路痴非常不友善的地方。好了，哎耶，有成就了。其实我上礼拜已经就是破完了。
Now I can go down.
只是因为我要拿全成就，所以 here I am 。要不然我很想玩送货游戏啊！我想送货。Epic Store 的那个死亡搁浅也有去领吗？免费的哦，我不知道可以领到什么时候我已经领了。然后这里的话就是要上这个台阶，如果我还保持还有印象的话，然后呢就从这个房间帮他开门，开门有了。开门了以后呢，再过来。啊，反正这边的设定就只是为了要恶心人而已，好，然后再来从这个上来。真的很讨厌，我很讨厌迷宫，然后更讨厌没有地图的地方，然后更讨厌给了地图不给导航的游戏。啊，干脆不要给。这可以开门吗？也不行好吧。KDB。我先上去再说。没领到，所以已经过掉了。耶！再见。我终于不用操作狗了。小笨狗。跑走了，不用去追了，在这边。没关系啊，那个店有特价导演版，就直接买导演版。说不定我明天就又掉帧了。说不定这个破完以后，明天就来玩那个《死亡搁浅》导演版。 其实我 Game Pass 已经一般版已经破完了，破完就是整个主线破完这样子。然后导演版就是因为它好像会增加很多方便送货的东西，所以就是第2轮就是买导演版，然后细细的品味。
Safe. Whew.
Don't be afraid.
But
Keep
it's
calm.
you. Stay away.
Oh
I
oh.
want to talk to you. Don't be hysterical. Drop your gun.
I don't trust you. You're out to get me. Don't come any closer.
啊呜！GG， 直接被烧死了。No。
The poor man. What a dreadful end.
He has definitely gone.
But why was he afraid of you? He was terrified when he saw you.
He must have mistaken me for someone else. Let's go. We have nothing more to do here.
Hello， 悟空小
You've
鸡
been running around all night, Holmes.
修啊烫啊，直接活活烫死
Young man.
哎呀，他没有，就是掉下去的时候再比个大拇指。
Police, as I understood. Instead, let us see how we might continue our investigation.
Time
Very well,
to
Holmes.
say goodbye 。会比较赞吧，跟 T800一样，比个赞啊！大家刚才说要去哪里？哇，惨了！我们看一下对话。刚才讲到哪里？在那边开玩笑。哎，没有嘞，他就是叫我们会走嘞，离开哦。啊，我再问一次华生。
What do you think, Holmes?
哈，好啦，那就地图嘞，啊，有了。他是说要回 Baker Street 吧？应该是不用啦。Whitechapel 我去过了，这里。来这边。下
Here
一
we
个
are
地
at the
方。
famous Westgate Prison, one of the oldest and shortest in the kingdom.
I've heard that it is soon going to be demolished. Don't you find it strange that it still houses criminals as dangerous as Hans Schielmann?
There's nothing strange about it, Watson. The name of this prison is linked with numerous failed escape attempts. As long as it stands, the criminals will fear it.
Good morning, gentlemen. Are you
这
expecting?
福尔摩斯
No,
的
but we
神
wish to
性
meet，with one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
I'm
我呀，
afraid
这
that at the moment that is
这福尔
impossible.
摩斯
Access to the cells is
很有
controlled
个性啊。
strictly. You can't go there without permission.
跟
from the
原
director.
作小说里面差不
Would you
多
be
是
so
个
good as
样
to。announce us? I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson.
The famous Holmes and Watson.
而
What
且
an honour.
而且你有没有发现
My name is Brighton.
这版的福尔摩斯做的很像那个
I'm afraid I can't
金牌特务里面那
I'm
个
not allowed
梅
to leave
林
my，post
超像的。
under any circumstances. But I'm sure that the director won't refuse to see you.
然后一样
even
讲
without
一样
your
很好听的音
Do you
响
see the。corridor behind the reception? Follow it to the secretary's office. You'll find him there.
Thank you, Warden Brighton. One last
差
thing.
戴个眼镜
Hans
就一模一样
Schielmann
了。
received any visits lately?
None. And I'm sure because I've dealt with receiving visitors for several weeks now. I volunteered because it's a calm post to be in. We don't get many visitors. and
好
it
啦，
gives
你
me time
废
to
话
write.
好多。
Just like you, Dr. Watson. I enjoy literature and the...
然后他现在就说：“我读过华生写的小说，我是你的粉。”然后就被打断了。
Admires our work. You could have given him.
福尔摩斯表示：“你废话很
Let's
多，
go and meet the director of the prison.
想到什么做什么，的确是。”其实制作组原本是要做那个1988几年啊，1980多年那个版本的福尔摩斯，结果没想到就是意外却做成像马可斯装。不过也算是，哎呀，我的腰杆断线了，算是美丽的错误吗？其实做的很像我最喜欢这版本的福尔摩斯，我觉得这是最帅的一版了。等一下我的腰杆居然断线了，好容易断哦。昨天在玩那个卡车游戏的时候就一直断线，害我的卡车一直去撞墙，然后货物受损。 么会这样？哦，连线了，连线了，回来了。好了，连又连回来了。好了，现在先出发。
Sorry, but this area is prohibited without a pass. Please leave.
然后就会触发我们要授权。哇，他怎么没有出发？出发啊，哥！完了，我卡 bug 了。怎么会这样？他要触发一个东西呀、啊！我现在完全不能动哎，完了。好，那怎么办？我现在按 Escape 都跳不出去了，怎么会这样？那等我一下，各位等我一下。我先把游戏整个关掉，重来。再一次。哎，里面有人买 Steam Deck 的吗？有吗？有吗？有吗？有吗？好香哦！我现在就用 Steam Deck 在直播，给你看画面。而且这些背景主题都可以调色，就是它这边啊，它这边都可以调颜色，超棒的。这里也可以调样子，然后顺便推销了，有没有？然后对啊，然后这里也可以调颜色。我喜欢这个主题叫那个 Nord。然后界面的话，连那个滑鼠什么的都会有一套。看一下 cursors， 对，都会有一套设计好的在这边，啊，都可以自己选。这个 Steam 版本的，长这样。对呀、啊，它底层是那个 Linux 系统，所以它基本上就是全部都是 Linux， 然后这个 Store 里面都是 Linux 的 Store， 所以你要安装，比如说 Blender 也可以找得到，就会在这边。等它一下，反正它所有的东西都可以客制化。像这里也可以，因为它太大了，所以我决定不装，因为我全部拿去装游戏了。然后你进到桌面模式的话，基本上就是一台像笔电，然后可是又比笔电还轻巧，然后又可以像笔电一样玩3A 大作，有没有很香很棒？我买256G 的，17000，买起来，好东西不买吗？买啦，都买，问就是买，好了。然后我那个主题色叫那个雪山 Nord，N-O-R-D 雪山。我的那个，我觉得我不要再去碰一次好了，再碰一次说不定又真的就是又会碰到同样的 bug， 我不要进去了。吓死！老游戏就很容易出 bug。好了，看一下这个
Staff cloakroom.
员工的置物室。
The locker room. This is where the prisoners' things are kept.
然后犯人的物品保管室。
Closed.
好，那我现在进去。
Let us go to the secretary's office.
秘书室吗？办公室。办公室还用铁门欸，这人怕出事情。
Good morning, miss.
Oh, excuse me, I dropped off. Good morning, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We would like to talk to the director.
I'll just go and see if he can receive you.
哦，典狱长。
Tiredness, pale face, stiffness. I believe that the young lady is expecting a happy event.
It would seem so.
哦，华生他指的 happy event 是指说那个女生看起来很累，然后 气色变得比较圆润，就说那个女生应该是怀孕了，所以他来说 Happy Event。
This small rack is for urgent letters to be given immediately to the director.
他这边说的 Happy Event， 我以前大二玩这个时候，英文不是这么好，然后其实没有看很懂他们的剧情，然后现在觉得自己英文变更好了，应该可以好好细细品味这款游戏。
This charming secretary is Miss
当然又卡顿了。我想说，以前看到 Happy Event 是有什么快乐的事情呢？
The director's office.
现在终于知道什么意思了。
Mr. P. Patterson. No need to go in there. Strange. The director and the secretary have the same name.
他们是同一个姓氏，所以代表说
I'm delighted
他
to
们是
meet
亲
you,
戚
Mr.
关系。
Holmes. I am Paul Patterson, director of this establishment. You wish to talk to me? I hope this unexpected visit isn't to announce bad news.
No, do not worry. We are investigating an affair of the highest importance, one which could potentially affect the security of the kingdom. Therefore, it is imperative that we interview one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
Hans, the rat killer. He's been in here for a long while now, and he's had no contact with the outside. How could he be involved in such an affair?
That is what we would like to find out.
And you have been commissioned by Scotland Yard?
Evidently.
他这里很喜欢用 evidently。如果是美式的话，应该会写 absolutely 吧？可是他这里都会说 evidently。A
Very
pass.
well. I have complete confidence in you, Mr. Holmes. I will draw up a pass that you should give to Warden James in the guardroom. He will show you to the cells.
Thank you, Director.
Keep me informed of your progress. And if there is anything else, don't hesitate to let me know.
We shall certainly do so.
Family
Miss
ties.
Patterson, you have the same name as the director. Are you related?
Come, Watson. Anyone who might have made the slightest study of anthropology would have noted the similarities between the young lady and her father.
Mr. Holmes is right, I am his daughter, but he doesn't like to talk about it. I think he's afraid of being accused of favoritism.
I'm sure it was your qualities alone which secured you this position, miss.
If you must try out your powers of seduction, then what do you say about using them on the rat killer?
华生很爱
Goodbye, miss.
明呛花生，这超好笑的，超爱明呛他的。
Anything else, gentlemen?
哦，好 ，OK， let's go。啊，我们拿到通行证了，然后现在把通行证秀出来，然后直接走进去。我怕我会卡 bug， 我觉得我这边先存档好了。我怕，到时候要重开游戏。啊 ，go go go。
Ah, you've got a pass for the high security area. It's the door at the end. Go ahead.
有了。
It is about the signing in book. This information board is almost empty. Strange, in view of the activity in the prison.
My name is Peter James, Chief Warden, and this is Deputy Warden
铁
O'Sullivan.
狱长。
I imagine I will find Hans Schielmann behind these bars in the basement.
Yes, the high security cells are down there.
哎，
Is this the only
是铁
access?
狱长吧？沃登
Yes,
是
there
铁
was
狱
a
长的意
second
思
door
吧
at？the end of the main hall, but it's been blocked up
你
as a
忘记了
security measure.
啊，刚才那个是
Thank you,
director，
Chief Warden.
好吧，我
At
不
your
太
service.
听懂了。
If you require further information, Warden Mackenzie will help you. He's at his post in the basement.
Mr. Holmes, I am a huge admirer of yours. I have followed
又
all
是
your
一个粉
cases
丝
and successes with the greatest interest.
What enthusiasm! Have you ever thought of a career in the police force?
Have I thought about it? It's my dream. And I'm going to try my chance once this establishment closes down. I'm studying hard for the examination to get into police school.
他想要去读警校。Information。
There isn't any information on the notice board. Should there be notes about duties?
Yes, there should be, but Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard's assignments for this week yet. It's not like her. Usually she does it first thing in the morning. Without these instructions, the guard in the basement won't be changed. I would go and get them, but I don't want the director to catch me there. He's very strict. Doesn't like us wandering around when we're on duty. And it would get his daughter in trouble. He's not being very pleasant with her at the moment. And I don't want to make things worse.
所以现在母女俩就是好像处得不太合。OK， inmates， 啊。
Tell me about the prisoners, Warden James.
We only have a few. As you might be aware, the days of this place are numbered. Therefore, we no longer receive new prisoners. Those who are already here are among the most dangerous in London. We have 3 at the moment: Hans the Rat Killer and the Flint Brothers.
只关3个。
Flint Brothers.
Yes, 2 rather simple-minded maniacs who
然后
detest
底下
one
2个
another
是兄弟，
despite
看到
their
对
relation.
方互相残杀。
They massacred their parents and decapitated their neighbours. It took more than 9 policemen to overpower them.
他们花9个警察才把他抓起来了。
How does not having the information about guard duty stop you from ensuring the watch in the basement?
Because of the system of opening the doors, Mr. Holmes. As you can see, they are equipped with a mechanical timer which answers to a code. When the timer stops, that is to say at the end of each watch, the doors block automatically and the code is reset. It is therefore impossible to open the doors without the new code.
And who has the code?
Only the guard who takes the new watch. He's the only one who can open the envelope that it's kept in. He learns it by heart and destroys the message.
Very clever. But let's look at the limits of this procedure. One false note, and the system falls apart.
See you later, Mr. Holmes.
This device must be the alarm. It is the guard's guest book, perhaps for distinguished guests.
访客。
I'm glad to have been of service, Mr. Holmes.
See you later.
没有了。bug， 一定要走去哪？
It is potassium nitrate, isn't it?
Yes. Saltpeter or whatever.
OK， 那个化学物品的名字我不认识。什么硝酸盐哦？是硝酸盐
This
吗
is？the
我不确
entrance
定
to。the ordinary prisoner's cell. There's no point in going there.
有看到什么 saltpeter？ 啊，你要走去哪里？我以前第一次玩的时候不会这样啊，大学玩的时候不会发生这种事情。
Leads to the high security area, where the most
我不知道
dangerous
为什么现在
prisoners
重
are
玩它
held.
会变这样子，很明显的一个 bug。啊，好，可以直接进去。
Here's the famous high security area.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir.
Good morning, Warden. I have a pass which allows me to speak with prisoner Hans.
Very well. It is the cell at the end to your left. I'd advise you to walk in the middle of the corridor.
走到中间，小心被抓。走过去一点，也不会被这样。不是什么恐怖游戏。呀，好了。
Hans Schielmann, I require some information from you.
So,
Who do
we have here? The celebrated Sherlock Holmes himself. Do you know that for all the time I have spent rotting in here, you are my first and only visitor? I think this is cause for celebration. A confrontation between 2 geniuses, 2 extraordinary minds.
I'm afraid that you are not quite as great a chemist as you believe you are, Mr. Shieldman.
然后你的
I will
德
not
国
say
腔
that
讲
you
得
never
很假。
were. No, it was certainly
他的
true.
德国腔讲的根本就不
But
像
you
德国
see,
腔啊。
while you are whiling away your days in here, it appears that someone on the outside is at the point of surpassing you, if that is not already the case.
Yes, I heard about that. A chemical poison that eats away at the flesh and provokes hysteria. I recognize talent when I see it, but it's only a matter of time before I win back my laurels, believe me.
What can you tell me?
That depends on what you can bring to me.
What do you want?
Do you know why I am treated so harshly? For my meals, I am given nothing but a hunk of bread, and even then, not just any sort.
Get to the point.
Never interrupt me! Where was I? Oh, yes, the bread. Did you know that with a little rye yeast, a pinch of moss, certain cockroach secretions, just enough light and damp, with a few other ingredients that I will keep quiet about, I succeeded in poisoning half the staff here. Unfortunately, a little something was omitted, which would have made the results fatal. Instead, it merely caused acute attacks of stress and powerful hallucinations. Even so, I got a great laugh out of watching them cry like babies when they saw their most primitive fears materializing before them.
You are a monster, Mr. Shieldman.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
But of course it was!
It is not a compliment.
You
这才不是赞美。
narrow-minded people. You are afraid of anything that you cannot comprehend. You call me a monster because what you find impossible to face is just the slightest fraction of my genius. If by monster you mean someone who is nothing like you, then it is a compliment.
还是一个人被关太久，然后话很多啊。第一次有访客，人家话一堆呢。啊，你赶快讲一讲。嗯。完了，又断线了。的。今天一直断欸，是不是太多工了？他有点受不了。因为平常没有这么吵。
Very little. Just something to write with. You see, my brain races like an engine with too many thoughts. I see them crackle and explode into thousands of formulae right in front of me. What a torture not to be able to write them down. What a hell to see them vanish just as quickly as they appear to me. Just bring me something that I can write with.
That's all. That seems an easy enough request to fulfill.
But listen, I don't want a vulgar inkwell and a pigeon's feather. No, I need material fit for my talent. I want my ink pen. Bring it to me, and I will be happy to pass on to you a little of my knowledge of modern chemistry.
Where is it?
It was confiscated upon my arrival here. I suppose it might be in my locker, in the locker room. Leave me now, and don't come back without my ink pen. See you soon, Mr. Holmes.
哪有什么问题？走。这边还必须要触发剧情。好了。
The guards must spend long hours here.
I'm glad you've been of service, Mr. Holmes.
Can you tell me where I might find the locker room?
In the corridor that leads to the director's office.
钢
That's
笔
where
里
the
面可以
prisoners'
拆开
civilian stuff is held. But seeing the length of their
是可以
sentences,
拆
they've
开来，
little
但
chance
是
of ever
他
getting
要
it
求他的
back.
笔是因为就是有猫腻。
Can you open the locker room for us? We would like to inspect Shieldman's
他
personal
要
items.
求一定要拿他的
No,
笔，
Mr.
然后他又
Holmes.
是很厉害
I'm not
的
responsible for that.
毒药学
Find
家
the，keys in the secretary's office.
那他的笔一定藏了一些什么特别的东西，
See you later, Mr. Holmes.
所以等一下拿到他的笔要小心一点。不过我的福尔摩斯很厉害，不用担心。
Cleaning materials, otherwise known as a broom cupboard. Nothing of interest here.
储藏室，他说要去拿钥匙，要跟这个监狱的大主管拿。
Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You'll need authorization from the director to open that door. If you
the
wait a moment,
director.
then I will inform him.
We will wait, thank you.
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Is your investigation advancing? Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our lodger?
Not yet. We must first cast light upon a crucial point, and for that we require your help again.
What can I do?
We need to examine Shieldman.
Very
按太快。
but be extremely careful.
What do you mean?
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated. We did try to force it, but without success.
Didn't you ask the experts?
Of course we did. Experts from Scotland Yard came to examine it, but they came to the conclusion that it was better that the case remained shut than tamper with it too much.
I see.
的确
They
是
were
正确
afraid
的
that
决
some
定。
poison or other might escape if it was opened.
还是不要把那个
Exactly.
箱子打开来。
Bear in mind that this man is an evil genius, a master poisoner, and that his poisons are never ordinary. Here's the key to the locker room. I give you the authorization to open it.
哇，这真好，要什
Thank
么
you,
给
Mr.
什么哎。
Patterson.
有
Miss
求必应。
Patterson, the guards are still waiting for you to put up the duty list. Do it as soon as possible. Without it, the changing of the guard cannot take place. Or had you forgotten?
哇，在哭了。不哭不哭，眼泪是珍珠。
Dry your tears, miss. I'm certain that your father didn't mean to hurt you.
Mr. Watson, I can't put up the duty list. And when he finds out, he'll be furious.
Why can't you?
It's in my locker, in the cloakroom. And I've lost the key.
啊，
Your
钥匙弄丢
Say
了。
no more, Holmes.
哭哭。
As you keep repeating, time is against us. Let's go and look at the things in the rat killer's locker.
华生好笑啊！妹子有需要帮忙，当然要帮忙啊！怎么可以拒绝妹子？笑死！福尔摩斯有人说，这种小事就不要管他了，笑死！
Closed.
华生坚持，当然要帮人家。看一下啊，这里。
Here is the locker of our friend,
我们
Hans,
先
the
拿那
mad
个
scientist.
刚才那个疯子的箱子。
What a jump!
This solid box must hold a precious object. Let us see.
啊，先铺上面，再铺下面，然后用放大镜看，啊，看到这个小洞洞，弄开来。
This cannot be a simple coincidence.
啊 ，S 是什么化学符号 ？BR 又是什么化学符号？完了，全部还给老师了。我只知道钙。好，这里有一个小洞洞。嘿，呀，有钙。Ca， 这里还有一个小洞洞。H 氢。看 该没有了吧？我应该没有漏到什么。好了，钙跟氢，然后一个 Br 一个 S。好，钙，有一个 Br， 钙，然后氢在哪里？哦，眼花啊，有一个 S，H 嘞？哦，在这里。
Perfect.
打开啦，里面有信。
What is written on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson, later.
不要乱开那个信，
We
那个
can
信
give
很危险。
Hans his pen.
拿到笔了，有东西。
A paper blot.
走。
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murderers running all over the town.
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street. I've just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty, when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform? You've been promoted?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be... I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and that of my locker. I'm really grateful, Mr. Holmes.
我来
What have
帮
you
你。
got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of kindness, are you?
No.
做事情都有
Out
目
of
的的，
curiosity, we will be able to access the cloakroom with these keys.
当然是为了可以帮助妹子啊。当初也是说你要帮的哦。拿这个钥匙 ，OK。哇，来错，不是这个，是这对面的路痴，抱歉。好啦，然后先把他的那个
Here is Brighton's locker. Closed.
先把他的西装放进去。
Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach
小
caused
苏
by
打
stress, without a doubt. The name on the key is Jenny Patterson. That is interesting.
他为什么会把他钥匙拿走？神奇的，我有东西没能打到。
Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach caused by stress, without a doubt.
啊，所以以前人吃这个小苏打能吃，也不算小苏打，就是那个煮面包用的苏打粉，可以治胃酸哦，胃食道逆流，真的假的？我怎么不知道有这种事情？
Let us examine Miss Patterson's locker.
哪有什么问题？
On this box
我最喜欢
is rather
解谜的。
sophisticated.
Incredible. Is Jenny hiding something?
不是，红色的应该要放上面吧？诶，不是诶，这里呢？这里。Nope， 这一个。Elementary。啊，没有吗？啊，不是解掉了 哦，差一个 elementary。
It's really very clever. Little Jenny is astonishing.
A single heart with two souls in eternal love.
A locket, sealing the relation between Jenny and Warden Brighton. Decidedly, this boy is not a great poet.
直接偷抽他写的诗很糟。哦，这个就是刚才的那个 duty list， 那个 Jenny 在哭的那个。
Here is the famous guard duty list. Interesting.
刚才柜台小伙写给 Jenny 的情书，他这边写的挺，好吧。他那边说我们来结婚吧，不要管后果。你父亲必须要接受这件事情，就是我们相爱的这件事。然后想想那个宝宝。然后不要忘记我爱你，然后我为你写了一首诗，就是 Jenny Patterson Your heart pounds, my with a tongue, Your love has no bounds, it just goes on and on。不错啊，还有押韵，押 on 的音。好，然后呢，他说这首诗的灵感来源是来自一首中国的诗，我不记得我们有什么诗是这样子写的啊。然后就说，请你要勇敢 ，My honey bun， 就是我的小甜心 ，Your Frankie， 好，就是挺肉麻的情书。
A letter from Brighton to Jenny. Barely literate.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child. And it seems that Jenny's father, the director, is unaware of this.
就是他爸还不知道这件事情，我们女主角的爸爸还不知道这件事情，她怀孕这件事，哇！所以那男的才说我们直接结婚吧。哦，又断线了，可是被我们知道了。应该是不用再跟他讲话了，我们事情做完了。我看一下，我们有拿到笔。
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, you can't go into the basement for the moment.
出大事了。
The door has locked itself automatically. We must enter a new security code.
Do it.
时间已经到了，所以密码换掉了。
The guard duty list yet. Without that information, we don't know who's authorized to take note of the new code.
So Mackenzie is locked in the high security zone.
Yes, but don't worry about him. He's trained for this sort of dysfunction.
Why not ask the director to take note of the code and open
他
the
的
door?
地址居然是用
He isn't allowed
DYS，
to. I doubt that he would run the risk of going against the orders of the administration centre. Anyway, the bars in the high security section are joined to the alarm system, which is in that room. We only need to sound it to unblock, but you see, we can't do that now.
We'll try to find the duty list, Warden James.
好快哦，都快
We
1
have
小
found
时
Chief
了。
Warden James's duty list.
这个章节还没玩完。
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Let's see. O'Sullivan, it's you who takes over from Mackenzie. Take note of the code, please, and unblock the door.
At once, Chief. Ah, Mr. Holmes, could I ask you for a favour?
Please do.
I think I can say on behalf of all the staff that we would be honoured if you would care to write something in our guest book.
With pleasure, O'Sullivan.
直接拿那个他的笔来写。
You seem worn out, O'Sullivan. A good night's sleep would do you good.
A good night's sleep would do me good. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Is something worrying you?
As you know, Westgate Prison will soon be demolished. and I'm spending most of my nights studying for my exam to join the police. You understand, I have to think about my future. So sleep isn't a priority at the moment.
Scotland Yard is always looking for young, competent and motivated men. Would a letter of recommendation from me allow you to get some sleep?
What? A letter from Mr. Sherlock Holmes recommending me for Scotland Yard? Are you quite serious?
Completely serious, my young friend. May I use this writing paper? The one on your desk.
1,000 thanks, Mr. Holmes. 1,000
福尔摩斯会做这种事
It
情，
is
绝对不是
addressed
出
to
自好意。
Inspector Baines, a good friend of mine. There's no need to remind you that it must be opened only by the person to whom it is addressed.
Yes, of course. I'll give it to him personally. Thank you again, Mr. Holmes. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
我们还有那个名单吗？诶，没有了。
These weapons are obviously ready to use in case of emergency.
为什么不是小手枪啊？那么长的枪是远距的。
See you soon, Mr. Holmes.
At your service.
还是可以进去啊。哦，因为换密码了。
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir.
所以他们没有演到代版换版的剧情，好吧？照理来讲是应该是要换版的。
Well,
You have what you wanted, your precious pen.
you seem annoyed, Mr. Holmes. I would even go so far as to say terribly worried.
Why should you care, Mr. Shielman? Let's talk about that poison.
I am not talking about you in the grip of natural emotions found in ordinary people who are confronted by the
他瞧
inexplicable.
不起凡夫
As
俗
for
子
Mr. Holmes, you are embarrassed, aren't you? Are you hiding something?
That is enough, Shielman.
You have kept your word. Therefore, I will keep mine. At this moment, the poison which so interests you isn't finished yet. Its maker is encountering great difficulties in attaining the desired results.
What is the end result?
Now, Mr. Holmes, the end result of any science, as Descartes once said, to become the master and owner of nature. Here we are talking about human nature, of course. And the creator's problem isn't so much the mixture as the durability of his creation.
What do you mean?
You see, this poison was made using rare but very volatile short-living compounds, which means that it is only possible to produce small quantities, which most importantly do not keep for a long time. Conceiving such a product in a laboratory especially built for the purpose could be achieved by any good chemist. But recopying this alchemy on another scale and keeping it ready at any moment, observing the particular conservation and storing conditions that a substance of this type requires, well, that would need a genius.
但是说原本那个毒药的创造者已经碰到瓶颈了，然后能解决这个瓶颈问题，就是需要他这个天才。
Luckily, you are going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Luck is cyclical. It always comes around again, sooner or later. As far as I am concerned, I have the feeling that the cycle is going to be very short.
Holmes, it sounds to me as though this Shielman is implying that an escape attempt will be made.
Yes, we must go and warn the director.
不觉得刚才那个对话非常的奇怪吗？ 就整整满满的猫腻，事有蹊跷。继续看下去。哦，吵架了。
It is out of the question that your bastard is named Patterson.
被发现了。
Very well.
被发现怀孕了。
You refuse to reveal the father to me? Well, then go and join him. I'm not stopping you.
I can't.
Director, you will have to postpone this small family reunion. We believe that a serious scheme is afoot. We must act without delay.
You're not thinking of...
Yes. Shielman's words leave no room for doubt. It seems that he is planning an escape attempt. We strongly advise you to search his cell.
Do you really believe that he's hiding something? Because I must make an official report and have a legitimate reason for doing a search.
Director, if this prison is still in operation, it is solely because of its reputation. Think of the consequences of an escape. It would be closed at once. And what post do you imagine would be offered to the person deemed responsible?
You're right. No one will escape from Westgate under Patterson. I will order an immediate search of Mr. Shielman's cell.
Chief Warden James reporting. The search of prisoner Hans Shielman's cell has been carried out. No suspicious items were found.
Thank you, Chief James. I feel better now. Without wishing to offend you, Mr. Holmes, I am glad that you were mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, we've nothing more to do here. Shall we go, Holmes?
There's just one more thing for me to see, Watson.
What's that?
Mr. Holmes, sorry to interrupt you, but Miss Jenny wishes to see you alone. She's waiting for you in her office.
This, Watson.
How did you know?
Wait for me in the guard's room. I won't be long.
一切都是福尔摩斯掐手神算。
What an extraordinary gentleman that Sherlock Holmes is. You must have had lots of adventures with him.
Oh, yes, dozens.
讲得有点心虚。
There wasn't anything out of the way in the rat killer's cell. Could he have been mistaken?
I must admit.
Warden Brighton, in my office immediately. That's an order.
福尔摩斯直接当廖北呀，笑死。
Yes. It must be important for him to order
他知道
Brighton to leave his post.
他知道女儿怀孕的老爹是谁了。啊，被揍了，笑死。哦，出事情了。
That's not normal.
里面有发出什么怪声音？
But why doesn't O'Sullivan sound the alarm?
Follow me, Mackenzie. Let's go and have a look.
I'll come with you.
No, Dr. Watson, you're not allowed in. Wait for me here.
Very well.
Hey, but the grill is blocked, Chief.
We've been locked in. And that smoke, it's coming from below. O'Sullivan, can you hear us?
Sully, are you alive? Answer us, Sully.
What's going on? Can I help you?
Sound the alarm in the
杀
guard
人
room.
了啊！
That should unblock the door.
没有啦，这里
Be
没有人
quick.
死，但是
O'Sullivan
出
might be
大
in
事
danger.
啊！底下失火了，然后他们原本要下去一探究竟，结果门被锁了，所以他要那个
It doesn't work.
坏掉了。哇！你看看公务人员啊，平常没事就没事，真的要用的时候坏掉。啊，讲错话，卡 bug 了，讲错话了。啊哦，好了，没事没事。
It's impossible. It's been damaged.
No, Doctor, our priority is to save O'Sullivan. Go ahead through the visitors' corridor and see if he answers your call.
Very well.
Take the keys.
去
They're
另
in
外一
our
边
room.
喊看看，另外一个出入口，然后这边有钥匙，先拿。OK， 过去确认人有没有好好的。哇！然后这边
O'Sullivan, can you hear me? O'Sullivan, answer me.
Yes, I'm here. Quick, get me out of here. The Flints have escaped, and they are fighting
声
like
音根
dogs.
本就是刚才那个犯人的啊，
It's a
哪是那个 O'Sullivan 啊？手柄很不听话，对啊。
Locked. Locked.
Useless! This door is blocked by the timer, but not the one below! Give me the keys! Quickly!
啊，给你，给你。等一下哈，手把会一直断断续续的，我不知道为什么。
I've got the keys, Doctor! Thank you!
Follow me, Watson. We must
但
repair
是
the
今天
alarm.
才这样，就是今天我要直播的时候才这样。昨天玩的时候，
There you are.
我昨天玩那个开卡车游戏不会啊。好啦，就是华生会来帮忙我们修理这个警报器。
I'm going to turn on the system. Watson, you make sure of the contact.
I hope that this isn't dangerous.
我应该从另外一边进去，另外一边。太刺激了！你进去，你进去，还靠背，感觉就是很好的时机。好，那怎么弄啊？啊，这个很烦欸。哦，原来它这个左右会是相反的。上吗？有，对，是按上啊。
It works.
Perfect.
It's open.
箭
Let's
头
go
的上
down.。
Be careful. From what your colleague said, the flints are out.
We are trained for this sort of situation. And we're armed.
Come and help us, Watson.
Everything is back to normal. Thank you for your help, gentlemen.
It was a pleasure.
But where is O'Sullivan?
He's no longer here. He must have gone out through the visitor's entrance.
Yes, and he must be pleased to have gotten out of the basement.
Good. We must now check all
画中有
the
画，福尔摩斯
procedure in case of an alarm.
原来是上，对啊，我会以为是往左啊，没想到是箭头的上才是前进。
Rejoin me
那
at the
边
reception when you've finished.
想说为什么他不会过去？我一直按左，他就不过去。好，反正华生坚持要过来检查。
The grate is open. This is alarming.
历史
He's
神保
fine where
命。
he is, under the cover, still.
How can he sleep with all this noise?
I'll admit it's not normal. Perhaps the smoke has poisoned him. I had better take a look.
Be careful, Doctor. He is dangerous.
想说这么大的灶头，为什么他可以睡得着？翻开来，哇哩嘞，不是他，
Sullivan,
是欧沙的本。
He was with us only a few moments
所以
ago.
刚才跟我们要钥匙的那个才是那个犯
Or
人
else it
跑走了
wasn't。O'Sullivan.
My God, he's escaped. The rat killer has escaped.
耍了你们一道吧，笑死！好啦，走了，GG 啦，犯人逃跑了，他们完了。华生会在门口等我们，等一下有趣的事情就发生了。
Ah, Holmes, there you are. Hans has escaped. I fear that this inquiry is a bitter defeat for us.
Not at all, my dear fellow. Quite the contrary. Follow me.
Why the
一
devil
切
have
都
you
在
brought me
福尔摩
behind
斯
the
的掌
prison?
控
We have
之
an
中啊
appointment,！Watson.
等一下我会解释给你们听。
What do you think, Holmes?
等一下
Look who is waiting for us.
看看谁在等我们呢、
Shieldman. I'll go back and alert the guards.
Calm down.
不用
His
啦
Highness.，
看看他变成什么样
What is
子，
he
怎么
doing
这么
here?
乖
Why？ hasn't he run away?
Because I asked him not to.
Are you telling me that you helped him to escape?
Quite so, as he wouldn't have been able to do so alone.
But how? And why? He's a dangerous madman.
华生一脸
Holmes,
满
you
点
made
问
me an
号。
accomplice in this escape. You owe me some explanation.
And you will have them. But my priority for the moment is to remove our new friend to a safe place. I won't be long, but I must go alone. I'll rejoin you later. Just give me your next destination.
Very well. I suppose you know what you're doing.
How could you doubt it? Here, take the notes. They will help you when you write up the account of our visit to Westgate. So, where do I find you?
Baker Street.
I think it would be better to go back to Baker Street.
All right. I will join you there.
好，然后这个信是福尔摩斯给我们的，他会解释说刚才那些事情发生是什么事情。好，这边解释说为什么他会帮忙那个犯人逃走。Conversation that we had afterward regarding his major. 这应该是华生的自述。他这边说，我这里会记录，就是为什么他要帮他，然后他有看到华生的不是啊，那个福尔摩斯的表情都不耐烦。然后这边解释说，那个犯人留下来那个笔啊，那个钢笔，那个犯人是靠他的钢笔去逃跑了。然后一开始那个箱子打开的时候，不是有一支笔跟一封信嘛？然后信里面就是写说，谁聪明到可以打开这一个箱子的话，就可以知道说，那个钢笔里面的墨水啊，是他那个伟大的创造品。然后那个墨水呢，可以就是摸到的人可以听从就是听从就是指令就对了。所以为什么福尔摩斯一进去的时候呢，他把那个不是那个 O'Sullivan 请他签名嘛，然后他请他签名以后 ，O'Sullivan 已经摸到那个墨水了，对不对？然后摸到墨水以后呢，福尔摩斯就叫他睡觉，然后他就真的听进去了。所以他下去替班的时候，不是烟爆出来嘛？其实 O'Sullivan 就是已经替福尔摩斯的话已经睡着了。然后睡着以后呢，那个犯人呢发现就是 O'Sullivan 里面口袋里面有写了一封信，然后福尔摩斯知道那个犯人会产生好奇心去把那封信打开来。然后，所以福尔摩斯呢，在信里面呢，其实不是推荐信，他其实根本没有要推荐他去 Scotland Yard 当警察，而是里边写说听我的话，在外面等我。所以为什么他说没有？因为那个墨水可以操控人，不是说他太乖所以说睡，因为那个墨水可以操控人，所以就是他那时候摸到墨水，福尔摩斯叫他睡觉，所以他一下去他就睡了。然后那个犯人就是拿到他口袋里那封信，然后那封信里面其实是福尔摩斯没有写推荐信，他写的是叫那一个跟他说看到这封信以后去外面等我。所以为什么他们刚才逃出来的时候，那个犯人会在外面等他？因为他知道他会去偷看那封信。就是福尔摩斯整场就是我预判了你的预判，你原本是要来用墨水操纵我是吧？然后我反过来操纵你，这个概念。Okay.
Oh, so all that for nothing. Oh, they didn't find anything. Sherlock Holmes isn't a nice man, is he? I don't think I like him now.
Look what I found.
而且他们小朋友看到故事，现在以为他是坏人。
We don't like him, but you shouldn't hit him like that.
Give that back. It's only a doll.
This is Sherlock Holmes's attic. All this must have belonged to him. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading.
所以现在就是，其实小朋友读的现在这些故事都是那个华生写记录下来的故事而已。
No.
用我的魔法对付我，还有魔法棍。
What? You're not trying to tell me that he's escaped again?
Yes, but this time it's not your fault, nor mine for that matter.
You've been
他逃
using
走
me,
了。
Holmes. I unwittingly
哇，华
aided
生
one
好
of the
难
most
过，
dangerous
你只
criminals
是
in
在
the
利
kingdom
用
to escape.
我，
So
哭
please
哭
tell me why.
An
要我
explanation
帮
would
助
be
犯人
futile.
逃跑
It。would only lead to further pointless questions.
But do you have even the slightest notion as to where he might be hiding?
Forget Hans Schielmann for the moment, Watson. Just concentrate on the fact that the bishop is on the chessboard.
In any case, the news has spread like
大家意
wildfire.
思是说，从
Look at
最
the
一开始
headlines.
那个主教被
All the
杀，就
papers
只
are
是
talking about it, and
有
the
人
Globe
在
Explorer,
操纵，
their editors must be
主教
jumping
只
for
是一
joy.
块棋而
The
已。
dogs bark with the pack, Watson.
But how could Farley be so well informed? Look, he also mentions our visit to
就
the
一开
opium
始
den.
黑我
And
们
in
福尔摩
great
斯的记
detail.
者。
How did he know?
Let me see. Contrary to what you might think, Watson, I do not consider that all of our trails have led to dead ends. We're simply missing a common denominator, something
所
that
以刚
links
才那
them
个记
together.
者有内线
And our
的消息，
journalist's mystery
所以才
informer
所以说他
might
在对
just
这件
be
事
that
情
missing
一定有
Should we attempt to uncover his
一
identity?
定有可以掌控大局的人在告诉他这些消息，所以他们现在要去找那个记者，因为为什么他的消息居然可以这么灵通？就算珠宝消失什么的，他都可以第一线知道，所以这个记者一定有那个在玩棋的人在刚跟他讲，然后这个记者只是也是一个棋子而已，这整个东西就是一块棋子，他们现在不知道掌棋的人是谁，所以现在华生跟福尔摩斯也是掌棋人的其中一个棋子，所以他们现在要就是把事情给就是推论出来嘛，也不知道，我不知道中文要怎么说。看一下有没有啊？不是，这个是要华生才可以解成就，我们就出去吧。等到操纵华生的时候再解成就。耶、Toby， there you are.
You have been a great help, dear Toby. I'll ask Mrs. Hudson to send you up some fine giblets.
好像真的就出去了。我们现在要去找记者。
Here we are at Farley's office. One cannot say that ethics play a very large role in his life. Look at the headlines pinned to the walls, like trophies of bad taste. Perhaps we will finally begin to understand the reasons for his persistence in tarnishing your reputation.
Perhaps.
也许。好啦，开始乱动人家的东
It's
西。
still hot.
Cigarettes, an ordinary, inexpensive brand.
便宜牌的
A press card. Osmond Farley. It's his overcoat.
press card 哦，就是记者要采访的时候，这个记者证、采访证。
This is an electric box. Interesting. I cannot leave now.
哦，是这里。
This door is locked. Is Farley afraid of being interrupted suddenly?
I must go out for a while, Miss Jean. I won't be long. Ask my appointments to wait, and send this message as a matter of urgency.
Mr. Osmond Farley, I presume.
Messrs. Holmes and Watson. What a surprise.
What is there so surprising about being visited by the targets of your slander?
I never slander. I inform.
You will have to accept the consequences of these articles, Mr. Farley.
Those words sound like a threat, Mr. Holmes.
I never threaten. I merely warn.
好
You
凶
don't
哦！
frighten me,
我
Mr.
不会威
Holmes.
胁，我只是警告
I
你
know
而已。
all of your little secrets. And soon all of London will find out what really hides behind the facade of the impeccable detective. Thanks to my work, the whole world will discover the true Sherlock Holmes. Gentlemen, I don't wish you a good day.
I don't wish you a good day.
What a bore! Even to the point of refusing to shake our hands.
Which means that we can avoid having to wash
Swat
them.
me.
Did you notice the crumbs on his jacket? He had just finished
福尔
eating
摩
and his
斯黑
hands would
粉
be covered in grease, the same as his mouth.
Slovenly habits. That's quite disgusting, Holmes.
Do not be deceived, Watson.
发
The
现他
workmanship
嘴
in
巴
those
都一堆
tailor-made
菜
clothes
菜
indicate that he
吃
is a
饭
man
留
who
下的
takes
渣。
pride in his appearance. If
也
Farley
就是
has
说
left without
他东
brushing
西还
off
没
his
吃完，
jacket
然后就赶快
or
逃
washing
离
his
逃走，
hands,
所以才
then
没
it
有
is
就
because he
是
spotted our approach
洗手，也
and
没有
wished
就
to
是插
avoid us
嘴，
at all costs.
But
有
why?
猫腻
We，will find out
所
by
以他才会
searching his
匆匆的
offices.
离开
The。secretary will stop you. Please reassure me, Holmes, you don't intend upon knocking her out?
Only if we exhaust every other viable alternative.
华生说：“可是我们要闯进去搜他的房间，可是秘书在里面呢。不要跟我说你要把他打昏。”然后福尔摩斯说：“如果是最后选择的话，对啊，要打昏。不会啦，不会打昏。啊，反正前面就是因为他散播福尔摩斯一堆负面的假讯息嘛，然后福尔摩斯就说：‘你散播这些假讯息是会有后果的。’然后那个记者就呛他说：‘我只是让全世界知道福尔摩斯你的真面目是什么。’
I cannot leave now.
又按错了。然后福尔摩斯好像呛了什么？哦，对，反正记者好像不知道呛了什么。福尔摩斯就说：“这个不是威胁，我只是轻轻的警告你一下。”
Interesting.
应该可以把它打开来吧？我应该有手上有东西。对，把它打开。
This is an.
没有哎。
The secretary is occupied in sending a telegram via their electric telegraph. Farley asked that she should do so before he left.
We must find a way of interrupting the transmission, which will oblige her to go to the telegraph office in Kensington. It will take her some time to get there, and if we add on the time it takes to send the telegram and then return here, we should have ample time to search the office without being disturbed.
I suppose it's
所以先把它支
unnecessary
走，
to
因为
point
它要
out
先
the
发电报
illegality of this search.
I'm afraid so.
啊，所以我们要让他的电报发送失败停电，
This
然后呢，
hanger
他就会
has
跑
a
去那
large
个
iron hook.
发电报中心去发电报，然后我们就有时间去搜他的房间。
I can hear an electrical humming. The secretary is using the electricity supplied by this switch. Let us see if I can cause a short circuit.
让短路，让他短路。是这样子吗？不确定，应该吧 ，maybe。
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Oh, that's just too bad.
Get out quickly,
Oh, just
Watson.
too
I'm going to
bad.
hide here.
讲那句超快的耶，
The way is clear.
然后只有美国人才会讲 piece of cake， 我们英国人要讲 is simplicity as itself，
Let's go, Watson.
超简单的啊。
The ribbon is missing from this machine.
ribbon 我不知道是什么，打字机耶 ，typewriter。
A page of this notebook has been torn out. We can only see the title in shorthand and today's date. It's a message that the secretary must send urgently. I'm going to recopy it.
You can read shorthand? You never cease to amaze me. Were you a
全部接到不
secretary
可
before
能啊，
becoming the great Sherlock?
就是上下有
Perhaps,
接到就可以
But
了。
no, a man must have his secrets.
Notes on an investigation into Sherlock Holmes， 又要写我坏话，吼，臭记者，这边又要那边发布假讯息，抓起来，罚多少？现在罚多
I
少
can make out the
？300万。
marks, but I need something to bring them to light.
有字迹，所以现在有凹痕，然后我们要找东西去把它
A
填起来
makeup。case with a good brush.
这边
The secretary has just
垃圾桶。
changed the typewriter ribbon. There are smudges of dark blue ink.
黑色跟蓝色的墨水。
Here is Farley's secretary's telegram. Nothing special here.
哦，他们以前 Telegram 是用音符代表哦，还有一个表哎，所以用那个像钢琴一样的音符，然后找出代表的字，然后送出去。是真的是这样吗？哦，这个我按过了，走过去。
What do you think?
不是要跟你讲话。
The key is still in the lock.
钥匙还放在锁里面，所以它不是紧急插进去锁起来的。以前的这种锁啊，是你要锁起来，你是连里面的钥匙孔也要用钥匙锁起来，没有像现在喇叭锁按一下就起来。所以他们钥匙没有拔出来，表示说是很紧急的锁起来的。被烧到一半的纸。就说今天早上呢，我会打给你，然后看完这封信呢，就会把它拿去烧掉、毁掉。然后剩下的字都是断断续续的。
This paper only just escaped the flames.
But who is this note about? And who wrote it?
I will deal with it later.
慢慢找线索。
This armchair is out of place.
对啊，照理来讲说，椅子应该是往这一个往这边看，然后一个是往这边看，跟不可能往窗外摆啊，很奇怪。
Our man left his sandwich unfinished.
大概还没吃完的早餐被我们打断了，然后匆匆忙忙的离开。
This ashtray is worth examining. This ash comes from an ordinary, well-known brand of cigarettes. It is still warm. The cigar end is still hot.
Oh, your cigar.
This cigar is of a fine quality. It must be very expensive and difficult to obtain.
And it is
侯亚郎抽的。
What a waste.
Farley
而
was
且还没
not
抽
alone
完
when
欸
we arrived at his secretary.
表示说他们的到来打断到他们的谈话。
Yes, the reporter smokes
所以
ordinary
就是没抽完就赶快
cigarettes.
闪。
Can you smell the subtle scent of gingerbread? That is the characteristic odor of a Habano Clarissimo. Our mysterious visitor is a rich man, Watson. This category of Havanas is exorbitant, and I cannot imagine a cigar lover crushing out such a marvelous smoke before finishing it. Since we saw no one leaving the building, that must point to a secret.
可是他们来的时候只有记者离开，所以一定有人密道让这个侯亚郎逃走。
steps from the moment before we arrived. Look, this room is teeming with clues.
所以我们要在这边找线索。我们先把线索先找完。
This book has fallen down from the shelf.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. My word, it's my stories about your investigations.
A real investigative reporter must have read them, my dear Watson. My adventures have fallen from this shelf. Someone closed the curtain as though he wanted to maintain his privacy.
哦，这个母音发音不一样哎。Privacy 是美腔 ，privacy 它念 privacy。
A bunch of keys, a telephone, a technological marvel. A number was written next to it quite recently. A fine, educated hand.
Holmes, this number seems very familiar.
Yes, but let us dial it to be sure. Miss, get me 1313, please. It is Scotland Yard, of course. I'm beginning to understand.
Lucky
为什么要打给警察？
Judging from all the notes on the board, our reporter is an assiduous and organized worker.
For the Globe Explorer。这个是好多字哦。这应该他要他写的这个新闻稿吧
？And rather a strange one.
没看完，不用看，这个不重要。San Antonio， 这个名字怎么都长啊？ 这乱打的吧？它是什么？哦，饥荒啦，就是路上看到尸体。互相啃咬对方，发疯然后互相啃咬对方。
Here's what is strange: an attack of collective insanity.
这个王子的照片。
A photograph of Prince Woodville. Farley is evidently also interested in this affair.
应该没有了。
This cabinet has a lot of drawers, each marked with a letter. There is surely a great deal of information in them.
But we can't open all of them. We must know what we are looking for.
是 ，OK， 所以我们要回去那个笔记这一个地方，对，然后要找出来到底是他写了什么，我要把粉呢盖上去。
I understand what you want to.
然后扫掉，字就会出来了。ta啦，厉害！
I can see what has been written. Please write it down.
Very well, Holmes.
Holmes follow up. 哦，他说 follow Holmes 跟踪福尔摩斯，然后准备好一个 bio 的元素 D-F，D 到 F 是吗 ？bio 就是那个 bio autograph， 所以就是刚才这些 bio file。
I wonder which drawer the secretary was interested in.
然后他刚才说 D 到 F， 所以是这一个。
No, I can't do that.
不是，
No, I
这个
can't
吗
do.
不是，你是谁
The
？DF 吗
DF drawer, of course.
Oh,
the
yeah, it's
one in the
all
message
else.
that we deciphered from the secretary's desk blotter. There are a lot of cards. How to find the right one?
然后刚才那个墨水机印出来的是蓝色，所以我们要找蓝色的墨水。这个
These blue stains come from an old typewriter ribbon. This card has been removed recently.
决定就是底啦，写给王子的信。跟贵族家族们非常的亲近，应该也不是说亲近啦，就应该是血缘上非常的亲近。然后最近才受准使用王子这个名号，所以他以前不是王子。就是他可能就是以前不是王子，然后后来被追查到有就是皇族血脉的血缘以后呢，才受封为王子的。这样看起来就是他是不是想要就是成为
This card has
国王
got
啊？
grease marks
他可
on
能
it.
不是
The
就是
reporter
第一个顺位的哦，
apparently is making inquiries about Prince Woodville too.
But where do you come
他
into
想
all
当
this?
国王吧？
Look, if we pull the curtain a little, we can see out into the street.
所以他现在就是在贫民窟发食物博取好感嘛。因为现在很多人死于挨饿，然后又有瘟疫，想发动叛变吗？
I cannot leave now.
还没好哦，对我还忘记了，就是刚才那个顺序，这个房间发生什么事的顺序。
This arm.
哦，对，这里。他刚才说这边放东西的时候可以马上看到窗外，所以是这边看到的，看到我们。然后呢，马上去锁门。不是，所以他是锁门。他锁门是用那个closed， 就是关起来，而不是用 locked， 用的单字不一样，好特别哦。那是什么？不小心撞到椅子哦。 Smoke a cigar. The visitor smoked a cigar said upset of journalist. 所以是4。
Farley consulted a card while he ate, which was given to him by his secretary just before she changed the ribbon on her typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are all over the card. When he went to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed his chair aside, but didn't think to return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival and showed him the way out. He then threw a piece of paper into the fireplace.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
The answer lies in the direction the reporter took, Watson. At a certain moment, he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason to be. Look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be.
Deduction board 就是指出为哪个东西呢是他不应该经过或是去多动到的地方，就是这个啊，他为什么要去把书弄倒动下来？假如说按门的按钮在这个书后面，所以他按的时候呢才把书弄到地上的。
Yes, Watson. In his haste, Farley dropped this book, taking it from the shelf.
Let's search this place.
天哪！
There's a control box built into the filing cabinet. This box must open the secret door.
We don't know the combination, Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
它下面都是加6，所以4加6是10。D 加6是多少 ？D E F G H I J， 所以这个是 J。 然后10加6是14，14 J 再加6 J K L M N O P P P P P P P P 在哪 ？A B C D E F G H I J K。
That's not right.
不是。对呀，4加6 ，D 加6 D。 E F G H I J， 对啊 J 啊，哦16啦，哈哈哈哈哈。
There we are.
我在干嘛
It is simplicity itself. Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson.
我累了，加6变成加14，变成加4，帽子留在这啦，先生。
Chance has smiled upon us, Watson. This hat was almost certainly abandoned by our mysterious visitor. Imagine the scene. In his hurry, the cigar man drops his top hat. The door closes. The hat is caught beneath it. Fearing above all that he should be discovered, he does not attempt to retrieve it, instead preferring to flee.
Who would take such action to avoid meeting us?
I cannot tell as yet, but it is certain that he carries the advantage of knowing us. We must discover his identity in order to redress the balance, and this hat will help us. Let us return to Baker Street.
要回去了。刚才是不是有东西漏掉？哦，没有，看错。OK， 走。Baker Street。
Let's hope that an examination of this top hat will reveal to us the identity of its owner.
It will, you can be sure of that.
For once, I must insist that you allow me to work alone, Holmes.
As you wish. Take your time. I will examine this hat at my work table.
华生应该是进去写他的故事了。
I will examine this hat at my work table.
跟 Toby 讲话。 Toby.
You have been a great help, dear Toby. I'll ask Mrs. Hudson to send you up some fine giblets.
可以看到外面的景象。
This hat is of an exceptional quality. The man who owned it is wealthy.
高档货哦。
Heat marks, and
烟
a
熏的
strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor. Slight scratch marks.
这应该是有戴眼镜
Someone
刮
has
出来的
changed the
痕迹。
ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married. Slight scratch marks. The man wears glasses, and whenever he...
没有，这已经重复讲过了。
This hat was made to measure by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey. His hair is greying, and judging by the odor, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge. Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges. I have found my file. I must place it on my work table.
真贴心，还提醒我要放在桌上。啊，所以现在看谁有戴眼镜，然后有抽烟，眼镜有戴眼镜，有戴眼镜。
That's not right.
我还被按到哎，戴眼镜。 然后有抽雪茄，这个有抽，这个也有抽，这个有抽吗？这个没有抽，可是这个有结婚，这个有结婚吗？这个有结婚，这个有结婚，怎么都结婚的？ 他是唯一没有抽雪茄的，然后有戴帽子，这应该看起来都有灰色头发啦。这个戴假发谁看得出来？好了，当做是你了，其实就是他没错。可是你要全部答对。好了
Right. It is him, Judge Beckett.
Have you discovered the top hat's secrets, Holmes?
Watson, this hat belongs to Sir Coutts Beckett, a judge of the court at the Palace of Justice in London.
A judge? Wait, did you say Sir Beckett? That name rings a bell. Yes, that's it. What an extraordinary coincidence. Holmes, I was reading something about him in the Globe Explorer only this morning.
Decidedly, this Beckett seems to have solid ties with the gutter press.
I bought it from a rascal who ran off without giving me my change. I'm sure that I've seen him before, and...
Spare me the details, Watson. Show me the article.
直接打断他，不要话这么多，赶快给我文章。啊，反正这个文章是说，这个法官的老婆呢，就是会教一些流落街头的小孩子，教他们书，给他们受教育。然后呢，他们这个法官的老婆带他们出去旅游，然后学习新的东西吧。反正就带他们出游，所以这期间呢，只有法官一个人在家，大概是这样。
Lady Beckett is on holiday in Portsmouth. That means her husband is at home alone. Good. We shall pay a courtesy call, Watson. With a little luck, we shall leave with a few habanos clarissimo.
That you should interest a judge of the High Court isn't surprising. You have solved so many criminal affairs that there are 1,000 reasons why a magistrate should be interested in you. But why should this one feel the need to act in shadows?
It's true that it's surprising. Perhaps he simply wishes to avoid being seen in the company of this Farley fellow.
Mr. Kirby, our local postman, owes me a favour. He'll give me Beckett's address. At this hour, he should still be at the post office. I'll go there, Holmes.
Good, Watson, but be quick about it. While you're gone, I'll make
麦克
preparations
风好
for
像
our
有杂
visit.
音呢，调整一下好了。哦，好像比较好了。OK，
Sir Coutts Beckett, I've got the address. We can go round after a nice cup of tea.
Don't get too comfortable, Watson. We're leaving immediately.
This is the front of Judge Beckett's property. It's enormous. It looks very luxurious, Holmes. This man has conducted his career brilliantly. Who says that crime doesn't pay? It all depends upon for whom.
You never said a truer word, Watson. Now, let's try to find a way in.
What's that package you are carrying, Holmes? You haven't said a
我
word
我
about
在
it
笑
all the way
哎
here.
你有什么
Thanks
阴
from
谋？
my old aunt.
Your old aunt? Stop pulling my leg, Holmes.
If you want a sensible answer, then you should ask a sensible question.
Very well. I'm going to ring the doorbell. That should be an appropriate task for
他
someone
看到
like
谁
me.
了？
No, leave it. I'll do it.
突然脸色变掉，你是看到是什么东西？
No reply. The house seems empty. Shall we wait, Holmes?
No, we shall enter discreetly. The judge's absence is a blessing. It means that we can investigate without being disturbed.
You're thinking of breaking into the judge's house? Have you gone mad, Holmes?
Don't worry, I shall be careful to remove any traces of our visit.
Listen to yourself, Holmes. You're talking like a common criminal.
我是干嘛啦？
Impossible to get through there.
来 ，Go！ 还是走旁门走小道啊？
Someone moving. Even the residents in the well-off area are having to leave their homes. What a time!
It is not surprising. The lack of goods and work makes life hard in London.
所以那时期，就算有钱人也不一定好过，就对了。 哒哒哒哒。
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see. I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes.
交给你啦，华生 ，Go！
Dr. Watson, how lovely to see you again. Do you remember me?
Of course, Miss Lucy. How could
我是不
anyone
记得
forget so
他啦。
pretty a smile? You are looking quite lovely. I'm pleased to see that you are no longer living within that dreadful area of Whitechapel, even though the shadow of Jack no longer haunts it. It certainly wasn't a place for a young woman such as yourself. Ah, Lucy, you have no idea how heart-lifting it is to meet you here like this, particularly at this time. Tell me what you've been doing. You've become a florist.
Oh, yes, Doctor, I am a florist. And I'm married now with beautiful little twin girls.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Enough about me. Can I help you with something? A pretty bouquet, perhaps?
Not at the moment, Lucy. I really need a supple metal stem. A plant prop should do.
Oh, I see. Is it to open a door or a window?
马上就知道
Ah,
是
Lucy,
拿
you
来
are a
开
surprising
门
lady.
的。
Let's just say that the lock on the door to my flat gets stuck.
怎么可以小看我们露西呢？毕竟以前
In
在
that case, a
Whitechapel
prop
生
wouldn't
活过
work.
的。
Better to use a hair grip. It's the ideal tool for an honest man who wants to get into his house without going in through the door.
You are wonderful, Lucy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
改邪归正归改邪归正，还是知道。 还是知道潜规则的啊。走过头了，把这个拿给福尔摩斯。来撬门啦。
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see. Good, we can pass. Here's the kitchen. There's enough room to feed a dozen people in here.
Yes, according to the newspaper, the judge's wife also feeds her pupils, in addition to teaching them.
哇，这是学生来这边上课读书，还顺带付吃的，真好。免费的营养午餐。
There is something interesting here. An ore lock. This isn't the place for it.
This classroom is magnificent. These children are very lucky.
这边有得解谜了。这边是法官写给他老婆说，这个他的东西被小朋友拿走了，就是刚才在厨房看到那个 old lock， 就是叫他老婆就是警告这些学生不要，就是乖一点吧。不要调皮。
This is a photo of the judge and his wife. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
Can you hear that small metallic sound? There is something inside there.
It is a wedding present. It must have a special
结婚
meaning
礼
for
物
Miss Beckett.
所以就会跟结婚照有关系。
Apparently they were unmarried at the time. I cannot see a wedding ring. The clock points to 6 p.m. Interesting.
晚上6点，所以他们在印度认识的，然后伦敦回来的时候就结婚了。
Then the judge got married in London and early in the morning, as it is just 10 a.m. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
结婚日。
There is some connection between cities and numbers on top of the box, but I lack.
早上10点，在英国。
Perfect.
然后晚上6点，在印度。啊，印度到了，下面。
Perfect. There we are. It is simplicity itself.
钥匙。
Key.
耶，解成就。希望这一次是可以真的解到成就。你真的没解，我就照样移除游戏了。这个是法官老婆的爸爸写给他的信，就他很高兴当初他硬要去印度做善事，他不肯，然后也是在印度遇到他现在的老公，然后过得很快乐，所以他替他女儿开心。
As she was unable to have children of her own, she decided to care for
然后
hundreds
法
of
官的老婆自己没办法生小孩，所以他才收留这么多小孩子，然后教他们读书，然后还供餐。
The blackboard shows the last lesson given to the children, ancient Greek.
古代的 Greek 是希腊文，对，在教希腊文。所以我们现在要卡走，没有触发到那个，再按一次。这边触发到就可以拿油了。
This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning.
虽然不是 WD-40，但是这个油就够用了。
A desire to cook.
怎么可能要我煮菜？怎么可能要我煮菜？
This screw is
啊，我没有拿到，没有弄油，油，好。希腊文
Greek letters.
Alpha,
Copy them down,
Beta.
dear fellow.
Very well, Holmes.
Delta, Omicron, Theta, Pi 都在上面啦。然后看一下有什么东西我这边有漏掉了，应该是没有漏掉。我现在过去看这个。
The door handle has been removed.
被小朋友偷拿走的。
It's a sweet box, probably for rewarding good pupils.
糖果，乖孩子才有糖吃。
One of the Greek books is open, perhaps the subject of the last lesson. Everything points to someone who does not wish us to open this cabinet, which is a good enough reason for opening it.
越锁起来的柜子呢，越有不能告人的秘密，就越需要打开来。
This overall belongs to the young James.
偷吃糖果，糖果还掉地
Sweet
上。
papers fallen from a pupil's overall pocket. Well, the young James has stolen the handle to the sweet cupboard so that he can pilfer it whenever he likes. If
所
we
以是他
find
偷
his
走了
desk,
那个
we
柜子
will
的
find the handle.
门把，因为这样他就可以开，有门把以后，他可以自己独享那个糖果。
It's a plan of the classroom.
Thanks to this plan, we will know which desk belongs to James.
好，反正这边就是要配，因为刚才有在这边拿到那个字嘛，所以我们要判断谁坐哪里。Elisa， 她们两个是姐妹，所以她们两个要坐在一起。OK， Anastasia 长得非常可爱，非常漂亮。然后也非常的受教，所以他坐在 Ophelia 的左边。Louis 视力很好，Telsa 照顾植物，所以 Telsa 坐这里。啊，不是 Telsa。那个我不会念他的名字 Telhia 嘛，所以 Elisa 和 Telhia 是姐妹，所以他们两个坐在一起。然后再来 Aaron 突然抽高，所以呢把它放在 Fergus 的后面，所以 Fergus 跟他一样高。Lloyd Roar Leader Window Roar， 所以他是一排的排长，然后坐在窗户旁的这一排，然后 Orson 喜欢安娜塔西亚，然后他原本爱跟 Bart 聊天，但是因为那个小女生来了以后呢，他就一直盯着小女生，然后小女生刚好在黑板前面，所以他会专注的看着黑板。啊 ，Pierce， Next to little Elmer, who is mature for his age， 早熟的小孩 Simon。然后 Simon 跟 James 是来自同村的，然后让他坐在一起，然后 Simon 坐在 James 的旁边。Taylor role leader kitchen line， 所以他是 leader， 坐在 kitchen 旁边。这就是他变聪明的原因。Charlie's still waiting for the glass-eyed older boy， 所以 Charlie 有近视，然后他的眼镜还没有来，近视眼镜还没来，所以呢，他必须要坐在最前排，然后靠近黑板的地方。所以呢，他坐他旁边的 AD 也跟他一起搬过来，所以 Charlie 应该坐这里。然后 Mark 人很好，他可以跟任何人坐，所以他留最后我再决定。Jasper 常常生病，为了避免他干扰到全班同学，所以他离厨房最近。抱歉了 ，Jasper， 你就坐厨房这里吧。再来什么？Fergus 专门听黑板的，所以他是这一个。然后刚才有一个人说坐在 Fergus 的旁边，看一下谁。Gentle and pure， 所以他做谁啊 ？Young Damien very smart， 非常聪明。他是全班最开朗活泼的小孩。Left side of the table to outline right comfortably with the left hand， 所以他是左撇子，所以他一定要坐在左边的位置，右边不能就是坐右边才左边不能有人。Elmer see with Pierce 是谁？我有弄出 Pierce 吗？我还没弄出 Pierce， 他还会坐在 Pierce 旁边。Ophelia。坐在第一排 ，between my desk and the board， 所以 Ophelia 可能坐在这边，也有可能坐在这边。我们先放个位置，然后有人坐在 Ophelia 旁边，是谁呢？一个小女生，对不对？所以她坐在 Ophelia 的左边。所以 Ophelia 是坐在这里。我现在找谁照顾鱼。Role leader 找到了 Justin， 中间的这一个。See with Pierce。Rose 和杜伊莎很喜欢书，然后他们现在在一起写一本小说，所以我让他们两个坐在一起。杜伊莎会是负责管书的那一个人，所以管书的是这个，然后所以 Rose 坐旁边。这个呢 Bart 话很多。所以呢，我把他交代就是去管比较小朋友的书嘛，年纪更低年级的书由他管。对 ，Eddie， 所以刚才有说 Charlie 跟 Eddie 坐一起嘛？对啊，因为 Charlie 近视，所以他得把 Charlie 跟 Eddie 都放在一块，然后再来。Pierce 我还没找到，所以先找到 Pierce。哦，他很喜欢，就这个啦。他这个很喜欢安娜塔西亚。 就是因为安娜塔西亚来以后呢，他很少跟 Bart 聊天讲话了，所以他应该会是在这里，要不然就这里，要不然就这里。哦 ，Aaron 坐在 Burgers 的后面，找到啦。Simon， 然后现在有2个空格的呢，就是这个位置了，所以 Simon 会在左边，答对了。然后 James 会在右边。哦，被排挤，不至于被排挤吧？他可以跟 Pierce 坐在一起。好，哎，这2个对了，那为什么这前面这个没有对？难道要交换吗？哎，真的耶！好哦，因为他说要换位置嘛。Ophelia， 哦，他是左撇子，所以只能坐在左边的位置，所以就只剩这里了。Elmer 的话，我现在还不知道皮尔斯坐哪里，所以等一下来弄。哦，他可以跟任何人坐。皮尔斯坐哪？好，所以皮尔斯呢坐在安娜塔西亚的后面，然后坐在 Elmer 的旁边。所以 Elmer， where are you？ 这里。耶、yeah ！再来 Louis， 他说他视力很好呢，然后还可以看到外面的天空，所以应该坐窗边。Orson 就是爱念安娜塔西亚的这一个，所以他应该坐这里吧？应该吧？应该吧？没有了。Mark 还可以跟任何人坐一块。完了，哦，好了，乱赌对了。好啦，这个没有。James 找到啦，就是你。
Let's open James's desk.
偷藏东西，想偷吃糖果吼。啊，按错格。先看一下，就是罗马符号，然后照着加减乘除的规则来，然后每一组4组，每一组不能超过10，然后而且是要越来越大，数目越来越大，然后只能用10一次，所以。这是加3嘛，那就来个3加3 6，然后再来，所以这个是4加3，我记得是对啊，然后再来这个是减，所以10减2。10减2是8，然后9，所以6加3 9。
Perfect.
Elementary， 耶，找到第2个啦。
Orlok.
简单 ，piece of cake。好哦，把东西交出来。现在可以开柜子了。这个，别的东西。
There.
这边不能进去。好，警告 谁把那个柜子的门把拿走，默默的归还回去，否则有人会受处罚。
There are naughty children
就是
in
James
every
啊。
school, from what I can see.
我们帮 James 还回去东西的，所以他回来的时候不会被
Please
罚。
take note, Watson.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means? It would be better not to force this door, nor break a window. Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare with somebody he trusts, of course.
钥匙，这个
We are in the judge's private office, Holmes. What are you going to do? Turn everything upside down?
哇，有人送货啦！
That is a distinct possibility.
You
I will not
want
leave until I have found what I am looking for.
好，没找到东西就不走。
A Habano Clarissimo
雪茄
cigar.
同一款，
Nothing of interest here.
没有什么有趣的。
Is
The best thing to
被锁起来的门，
blind justice. From whence his ignorance? Amusing.
盲目的正义吗？第
An
三个，
oarlock. It must be a souvenir. The young Beckett and his friends rowing.
划船，
Beckett, honorary member. This must be the symbol of an organization to which the judge belongs. Look at this symbol. It must surely be very important to Judge Beckett. The judge used to row. A souvenir from the University of New York. That's the university where Judge Beckett studied.
哇，纽约大学的人才哎！
Nothing but trophies. The judge must be very proud of them.
得奖哎！
I can make out a mechanism at the bottom of each of these holes. I can make out a mechanism. I can make out
啊，还不能转。
I can make out a mechanism at the bottom of each of these holes.
大家解谜
I can
啦！
make out a
3个密码。哦，这是一个5，一个 V，
Greek letter.
那什么 ？Graduate， 1883毕业。哦，这个
This note must surely be very important to Judge Beckett.
fraternity join the best fraternity. Our society is constant. 3.14，所以3.14是拍的意思。好啦，看一下。所以怒是 N， 因为刚才有一个 V， 一个5，再来拍，然后现在 O 是 Omicron， 然后 C 打 C。Data， 然后是纽约大学的嘛？所以纽约大学，看不懂。我还少一份文件呢，在哪里啊？我少了什么？应该没有少啊，不是这个啊。书该拿的都拿啦，神奇的啊，这里啊。
A book about student organizations in the United States of America.
美国的大学。美国大学清单，有了，可以解密了。
Watson, this really is the most ingenious system. It controls the opening mechanism.
very ingenious. But do we need
福尔摩斯
to
很开
enter?
心，也可以
Judge
解谜
Beckett
了。
is very rich, and the room perhaps only holds valuable objects which he wishes to protect from thieves.
Doors are made to be opened, my dear fellow.
就跟门是要被打开了，就跟规矩是要被破坏了一样，是吧？
This gentleman certainly likes oars, to the point of exhibiting them in his office.
好了，
The
来哦。
list of symbols of the American universities.
刚才说他是 University of New York， 所以兄弟会就是这几个，所以我们要猜哪个是纽约大学的标章，是这样子吧？所以这个不是，这个也不是。这个不能画线画掉哎，这个是直接用记的耶。
The list of symbols of the American universities.
Ah, 为什么要 reset?
The list of symbols of the American universities.
我始
The
终
list
搞
of
不懂这是干
symbols
嘛
of
的。
the American universities.
纽约的兄弟会真的很多哎，所以这4个有可能就是其中一个啊。这4个红色的，然后紫色的 PMP， 然后还有什么？
The list of symbols of the American
绿色框框，
universities.
红色中心，跟里面有3个符号的，有3个符号的里面没有拍。然后紫色的里面也没有拍，然后绿色框框中间红心也没有拍，只是红色框框有拍，所以密码应该是 NZ 拍，对吧？因为 N 是一个5怒啊，所以就是 NZ 拍 N 怒 Z 拍，哇啦！好啦，现在就是要拼出一个 N， 然后再拼出一个 Z。Z，好的。No。哦，下不去。滑鼠呢？滑鼠也不能用。回到原点，那很难操作哎。啊，有了，自己拍，拍更难了。哦，不对。啊，有了，拍，
Well
开啦，
done,
芝麻开门。啊，看里面有什么东西。
Incredible. Masses and masses of files.
有我的把柄在里面啊。
Holmes, these files, these cards, these reports, they're all about you.
所以是要打我的杂。
Your whole career is mapped out here, investigation by investigation. Look, a detailed
221
report
Peck
about
Street，
your
我
work in
家也被他查
France
了。
during the Ripper affair. And there, your relationship with a certain A. Lupin. And here, the details of your methods and transcriptions of your conversations with the greatest violent
啊，我
criminals.
12点前会不会把这个游戏破
Look
完
at
啊
the？ titles of the files. Fraud, deception, corruption, forgery, murder. What does it all mean?
外面在放烟火。
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Concentrate? This judge has the reputation of being the most honest in the kingdom, and he has built an overwhelming pile of documents as high as Big Ben about you, and you talk of concentration? To open his chest to what end?
Quiet.
Holmes, answer me. What is the real reason for our being here? Did you know what we were going to find before we came here?
Evidently.
So that is the real reason behind this break-in.
对，大家一
We're
看
only
就知道他
interested in
们
the
来找东
contents of
西
the
了。
chest. All the rest of it was nothing more than lies and manipulation.
The most
华生
important
很受
is the
伤
one in the chest.
一切都是你在利用我。好了，最后一道关卡。Oh my goodness！ 好啦，开干啦！哎，哇，原来是摇杆又断线了。接起来啊！看一下哦，哦，有，接起来，接起来。把这个红色排除。这样慢慢排了，别无他法。哦。这样吗？这样会把蓝色拆开欸。我第一次玩的时候很顺利啊，为了我这次玩就弄不出来了。我想想哈。 像可以咯，快接近目标了。有了，有了。
There, I have what I came for.
Show me the file, Holmes.
It is unnecessary, Watson.
It's a file about you, isn't it? Is it so compromising that you don't dare show it to me? You came here to steal the research about you carried out by Judge Beckett, Holmes. It was the only thing that interested you.
We'll see about that later. We must put everything back in its place. No one must know that we've been here. Help me. Go and put the paddles back into their original position, and I'll deal with the rest.
But that's the plan of my flat. I mean, our flat.
赶快改口，不是，是我们的公寓。包裹没拿。
Quick, Watson, we must get out of this house immediately.
What? But
be quick, man. It's urgent.
Because of you, we have to flee like common criminals, which it seems we have now become. I only hope that the game is worth the risk. Show me the file right now.
Let's find a cab as quickly as possible. We can't stay here.
Why are you in such a hurry? You... Wait! Look over there. Judge Beckett. Yes, it's him. Let's go and talk to him.
It's too late.
Do as you wish, Holmes, but I need to hear an explanation about what was in that armored room. I'm going.
No, stay here. That's an order.
Your giving orders changes nothing. I'm going to talk to Judge Beckett, and you will not stop me.
Watson! Watson! Are you all right?
My God! What happened?
Oh, Lucy!
Lucy! Oh, Lucy, poor girl. I must do something. Holmes, I need your help here.
Forgive me, Watson, but I'm afraid that I must leave now.
Leave? What the devil do you mean? Holmes, come back here! Holmes!
绕跑啦
Holmes, are you here? Show yourself. No one. Perhaps it is just as well. I don't know what my reaction to him would have been. How dreadful. That poor Miss Lucy hanging between life and death. Luckily, I was able to place her in good hands. But how the devil did Holmes know that a bomb was about to go off? And what's more, he seems to have taken advantage of the tragedy. No more Judge Beckett, no more compromising documents, no more proof. There is nothing at all.
连上了，连上了。记得这边
Locked.
被锁起来了。
The paper Holmes used to wrap that mysterious package that he left at the judge's house just a few minutes before the explosion.
所以在包裹里面到底是不是炸弹，还是真的是蛋糕啊？ Toby.
Aha! Toby, who knows where Holmes is. Kurtz's pipe. So, Holmes took it with him. I wonder if he would have fired at those fiends in the opium den. A few days ago, such doubts would never have crossed my mind. But today, I find myself asking if he could have killed in cold blood. A fountain pen, just like the rat killers. Today, that dangerous maniac is free. And what's more, it is Holmes's fault. That inquiry at Westgate was a total failure.
大家华真完全在怀疑福尔摩斯是 一切的策划者。这边好像没有什么。福尔摩斯消失了，应该是那个爆炸案吧。
How dreadful! These events have shattered my nerves. I should sleep for a few
三观崩
hours,
坏了。
or at least I should try.
好了，你去睡觉了，华生，不要想那么多。做噩梦了。
Doctor! There you are. I was poisoned.
By who?
Ah, you know him very well. Such a clever man. A brilliant mind, but so evil. He has hurt so many of us.
Who are you talking about? Holmes?
So hot. Flames. The heat is unbearable. Water, I beg you. Where is he, that devil? One day he will have to answer to a higher power. Oh, I need air. I need water. Ease my pain.
Who did this to you?
Dr. Watson!
Is that Lucy? Lucy, you are wounded.
I can't find my children, Doctor. Find them for me. But I beg you, keep them away from Mr. Holmes.
Lucy, no. Why do you say that? Let me help you.
You are so kind. It is too late for me, but you can still save yourself.
Holmes, I know you were in there. Holmes, open this door immediately.
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me.
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
What are you doing? No, Holmes! No, it is impossible. What's going on?
Police!
Yes,
Open!
just one moment, I'm coming.
Dr. Watson,
差点跌倒吧。
Mr. Holmes here.
Inspector Baines, what?
Is he here or not?
No, I do not believe so.
Open the door, quickly. You're going to have to come with me, Doctor. We have a lot of questions to ask you about your relationship with Sherlock Holmes, and also regarding your movements early yesterday evening. It's empty, Inspector. Get dressed. We're leaving in 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm coming. I'll do all I can to help you. I would also like to find the answers to some of my own questions.
Sergeant, I'd like you to stay here with some of your men and search the place from top to bottom. If there is one clue here that will lead me to him, then I want you to find it. Doctor, you must understand that I am sorry about this situation, but if, as we believe, Holmes is a murderer, I won't hesitate to arrest him.
What did you say? A murderer?
You heard me, Doctor. The Bishop's murderers informed us that they were following orders from Sherlock Holmes.
啊？怎么可能？福尔摩斯也是
Baines
受
and his men
本
have
来就
ransacked
跟
the
主
place
教有
during
约
my
才过去
interrogation
的
at
才发
Scotland
现他
Yard.
死了。
I would never have imagined that I should be put through such an ordeal. I have always fought on the side of justice, but to be interrogated for hours like a common criminal, having to proclaim my innocence over and over again. Baines is convinced that Holmes is guilty, but who can blame him? Everything seems to point to him. I had thought that the worst was behind me, but here I am, as a suspected accomplice. All I need to do is to find Holmes, and when I find him, I'll decide. I'm going to search the flat.
我找到他以后，
Perhaps Baines
这之
overlooked
后
some
等一下再
clues.
说好了。我之后再决定要怎么处置他。华生真的是，
This
福尔摩斯满
disguise
满的爱。
evidently belongs to Holmes.
就他三观已经被摧毁了，但是我找到福尔摩斯以后， 还讲不出我要跟他算账这句话。
This
我再想
disguise
想看
evidently belongs to Holmes. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. Loyal. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. Ugh, what a smell! It reeks of tobacco. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
怎么没有解成就？我记得
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes.
每个都要看过。
This disguise evidently.
好了，重复的话就不要
This is
再
what
提
Holmes was wearing yesterday. Holmes has left his tweed suit here, so he came back to change after he left me in front of Judge Beckett's house just after the explosion. Knowing that Scotland Yard is looking for him, he will likely have changed into one of his disguises. I just need to know which one. The best thing to do is proceed by elimination. I will use the wardrobe in the sitting room to reconstruct them. Holmes's tobacco. A hole! There must be a false bottom. I need something thin to prise it up.
小刀。我没有小刀，怎么可能？真的耶！
This is what hope.
哎呀，不是啊，这个。
A photo of Irene Adler. The
Adler.
woman, according to Holmes. A letter addressed to Zachariah Dossett, the clergyman. What is that doing here? It's a rent reminder. But why should Holmes be concerned about that? Holmes's Victoria Cross.
哇，还有得到勋章嘞！
Another letter. This one for a certain Escott. Who could that be? This J. Escott must be a worker in the building. A letter addressed to a clerk of the court. Why in heaven's name has Holmes got that? This letter is addressed to a naval captain. My goodness. All these carefully hidden envelopes were addressed to Holmes under various identities. The addresses are therefore those of his hiding places. Holmes has never told me about them. I suppose that he goes there regularly and discreetly to pick up his mail. I cannot waste precious time by going to each of these addresses. I must refine my research.
假的身份嘛，然后有点算是紧急的时候可以利用这些身份，然后隐藏起来。所以我们就是从这4个身份里面呢，找到他现在是用哪个身份躲藏起来。所以想要找到所有的装扮的衣服，然后找出遗失的那一套。触发过吗？这是有点奇怪嘞。 少他没有打乱这边的仪器啊。应该是没有漏掉的东西了。
Baines's men.
好像没有搜查我的房间。
Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases, and I've got work to do.
耶，成就拿到了。
I must collect all the pieces of Holmes's disguises and assemble them in the wardrobe in the sitting room.
有墨水的是接待员的，对。这边有墨水。
It seems that something in this disguise is missing, but I'm not sure what it might be.
帽子是对的啦，然后鞋子吗？鞋子有墨水，就是那个。应该是的，应该是吧？不对啊，这个才有墨水。墨水就是柜台那个柜台工作的 clerk， 对。
There, the entire outfit.
然后刚才有说一个 clergyman 是一个牧师，叫 Z 开头的名字，这个牧师。
There, the entire outfit.
然后有一个是军人嘛 ，captain， 所以这个是 captain。剩下这一个。
Perfect. Now I know what Holmes looks like, and I know where to search for him. Let me take a look at the map.
去公路
It
上
would be
找。
better if I took some money before leaving. One can buy a lot of things with notes in Whitechapel.
带钱哦。
My money! Someone has emptied my wallet. I always keep a
钱
little
包也被
in
偷
it.
走，笑死。
The police can't have stolen it. It's impossible. Last night I was too tired to think, but now I have to face the truth. Holmes stole my money. Like any
当然
common
啊
low-down
华生你是
scoundrel.
钱包哎，福尔摩斯缺钱的时候都找你啊，笑死！直接把钱包拿走了。
Good. I've got the address of Holmes's hideout. 6 Bucks Row.
公路巷，找到了。好了，这
Well,
边是
here it is.
成
Looks
就
like
的
a
其中
boarding
一环。
house. I can't
要
knock
选
on
对
all the
选项。
doors. Holmes will hear me and escape. As I've the advantage of surprise, I'd better use it.
看可不可以写成就。
Oh, but I know you. You with the moustache. I met you back when Jack was cutting up all those girls around here. So you've come back to do some slumming.
Danny, you are no longer, I mean, you've given up the,
The game? Yes, my dear, I've given it up. Sorry, are you? I'm the manager of this boarding house now. I rent out rooms.
That is exactly why I am here. I'm looking for someone who...
He's not here.
You don't even
He's
know
all
who I'm
that.
talking about.
Perhaps not, but he's not here anyway. You should understand that my tenants come here for peace and quiet. Quiet and discreet, my Atellies. Just like me. And I, Danny the Anvil, 11 times champion of male wrestling in Whitechapel, I guarantee
他去
their
参加
peace
男子摔跤比赛可以
I
打
really
赢，
must
超
insist.
强
It's。very important. Mrs. Anvil, I work for the government in the hygiene department, and your establishment...
Tough luck, ducky. I make my own law here.
I warn you, if you don't let me in, I will come back with the police. Think about it.
You're a grass as well. Cross this door and I'll knock your head off. Then we'll see whose side you're on.
耶，拿到成就啦！好啦，拿到了，开心，跳成就了，这就是我缺一缺的。
Dear lady, I'm a biographer and also an artist. Your hotel is quite exceptional. I would like to put it on canvas and perhaps write about its history, which I'm sure must be fascinating.
If you're drunk, you better go and sober up somewhere else.
You are so very unique. I would like you to permit me to sketch your portrait.
My portrait? What for?
I give you immortality.
What for? But to immortalize the champion that you are, of course. All the great wrestlers are doing it these days, even Pudding, Nutcracker, Stomping Jenny.
Yeah, that's true. If those big cows can have theirs done, why not me?
The light here isn't good for artwork. Let me see some of your rooms. Perhaps we will find a better light, without disturbing your tenants, of course.
Don't worry about that. Most of them are out this time of day. And if they're not happy about it, I'll explain it to them gently, if you see what I mean.
I'm sure that they will understand at once.
Yeah, come on then.
Here would be perfect. A splendid place. Ah, I've just had a wonderful idea. Why don't I paint your portrait with you wearing your stage costume?
What?
Yes, I think it would be difficult for me to capture you correctly if you are dressed in your everyday clothes. They are too elegant.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be great, and it will remind me of the old days. But I left my costume with a pawnbroker so that I could buy some of that lovely pear-smelling perfume.
Yes, I remember. Very well, off you go. While I'm waiting, I shall concentrate and soak up the atmosphere here.
All right, but don't touch anything. The bloke that rents this room isn't very easy going. You'll have enough time. The pawnbroker's shop isn't close by.
What a mess. That's Holmes all right. Dirty water. Holmes must have washed something here. These crystal glasses are magnificent.
10年前的游戏壁后
Liquid reagents, a large quantity of it, the same as at Baker Street. Holmes uses it for cleaning objects before he analyzes them. A pipe. And judging by the smell, Holmes has used it recently. Analyzing material.
所以他有在这边做实验。
A microscope. A sheet of blotting paper. A few files, books about criminal cases. The books Holmes usually reads. Tobacco. And a lot of it. There is no doubt about it. Everything would suggest that Holmes has been using this hiding place for a long time.
他一直在这边解谜吗？算解谜吗？看一下哦。
Holmes's coat and deerstalker.
对，这款我没有看到他戴那个 deerstalker。
Each of these scores bears a piece of music by a different composer. Holmes wanted to learn them all. There's Mozart, Beethoven, Paganini. A nice plant. I'm surprised that Holmes has taken care of it. I'm discovering new sides to his personality. A nice...
按错。
This pot is empty. Apparently, Holmes is packing his suitcase. This suitcase is closed with handcuffs, which in turn are attached to the sofa. It's impossible to force the suitcase. It's armored. These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a code as well as a key to open them. Apparently, this suitcase holds something which Holmes believes to be important. I must open it. It could be the chance to find out the truth about his intentions.
还没有最后一个章节 ，No， 我6小时玩不完啊。
A violin. Holmes often plays. It helps him to think. But it's out of tune and the sound is horrible. Holmes must have become annoyed with it. That happens quite often. Holmes must have smoked his pipe while reading the newspaper. A pipe. And judging by the smell, Holmes has used it recently. As for the newspaper, it's only one page, with a curious article containing musical notes. This is what Holmes was reading without any doubt. Why? What do these notes mean?
我想想哦，忘记我这边要干什么啊。
These crystal glasses might help me reproduce the notes in the newspaper.
It's 这样子的。
I know that music. It's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
啊，贝多芬第5协奏曲，我怎么听不出来
There, I found the score corresponding to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. There is a strange stain on it. I must examine this stain more closely.
好了，刚好那边有个实验器材，来哦来哦。
This stain hides an inscription. It wasn't there by any accident. I need a reagent for cleaning this stain.
还原剂，来。哎，不是，干是
Liquid reagents, a large quantity of it, the same as at Baker Street. Holmes uses it for cleaning objects before he analyzes them.
应有大师。
This reagent.
太浓烈了，不行不行不行，要用水。
Something.
装水。
Good. The reagent is weak now.
有东西掉在里面。
Earth. Holmes must have washed his hands here. Therefore, he must have been searching in the soil. In this flat. But where?
先解一样在哪里来一样？来哟！结果还没出来。What the fuck?
I need
something.
This pot. There.
钥匙。
A key.
好，快。就都把得密码在那个乐谱上。我少了什么东西？不对啊，东西该找的都找到啦。为什么上面没有出现密码？再一次，再一次，再一次。
I need.
他说 I need something。我少了什么 ？Tobacco。有。
A sheet of blotting paper. A number. A number.
9。
A number.
359。还要靠那个纸来吸干哦，笑死。
These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a code as well as a key to open them.
超强。可是那时候当代很红吧？
These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a code as well as a key to open them.
贝多芬第5那个什么交响曲吗？359。按太快。
Open.
Yeah.
A train ticket for the London suburbs. For tonight. But if Holmes wishes to escape, surely he would travel further than that.
干家是更干净。
There you are. I've got you.
这样子的吗？
What do you want?
That's enough. Take off that disguise.
他以为这个是福尔摩斯。
I beg your pardon, young
这个
man.
才是。
In a moment, madam. Stop playing around. I've seen through you. You're going to have to give me some straight answers now.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but leave me alone now.
I think you are mistaken, young man.
Your ridiculous accent and your filthy clothes don't fool me, Holmes. And what on earth have you been eating? Your breath could kill an ox at 10 paces.
直接说他的口臭臭死人。
Calm down, Mr. Hooper. I think that this young man may have mistaken you for somebody else. He obviously does not have a good memory for faces.
On the contrary, madam, everything is crystal clear to me.
Really? Well, in that case, follow me, young man. I want to show you something.
What? But, madam, please, what are you...
Calm down, Watson. It's me.
马上连身高都变
You
了，
were
笑死！
almost
怎么是可
brilliant,
能？
Watson, but once again, your last step
对，
was
是
too
他
wide.
比华
Take
生还
comfort
高
in the
哎
fact that your finding this address was admirable enough.
Why are you out here if it's not for hiding from Scotland Yard? I demand an explanation.
You are
但
in
是
no
为了
position
做
to demand
秘密
anything.
调查
I。found you once, Holmes. You can be certain that if you give me the slip, I'll do it again. And next time, I'll return with Baines and his men.
I have absolutely no intention of leaving.
Truly? So what does this train ticket mean? It's a ticket for this evening.
You managed to open my suitcase?
Enough of your lies, Holmes.
As a matter of fact, then yes, I am leaving tonight.
We are leaving tonight. I'm not going to let you vanish again.
Very
人生
well.
只跟
Follow
定
me
你
if
了
you。so wish. But I should warn you
华
that there
生
is
这
little
辈子
chance
只
of us
跟定福尔
both
摩
coming
斯。
back alive.
I won't leave you for a second. And I accept the risk.
我就是要跟，不管再多危险都要跟。唯一真爱。我要掉针了。
What an exhausting journey. I didn't even have time to collect my medical bag. And you haven't said a word for hours.
I have been thinking.
What is this place?
A mill.
不要讲
I
话
can
这么
see
大
that.
声。
But what are we going to do here?
It'll be more interesting to see what you are going to do.
I won't bend to your will anymore, Holmes. You have gone too far.
Shh, Watson, not so loud.
Why? Does somebody live here?
Yes, 3 men. Take out your revolver and try to keep them below while I search upstairs.
Are they dangerous?
They would kill us if they could. I'm going up there. Take care of them and make sure that they do not leave the ground floor.
Holmes, wait.
你还是讲话太大声了，华生，你会惊扰到人啊！
It's all done.
Ah. 所以是一个瞎子，一个聋子，一个哑巴。
The Times. It's a London newspaper. A medicine cabinet.
等等哈，先探索完。
Vodka. There's only a drop left.
好了，文化
This poor devil has lost his sight.
Ничего не понимаю.
Ah, you're deaf. This man is seriously injured, and the wound is infected. This poor man is mute. Stop playing games. You were reading the Times. You understand me perfectly well.
So, you found us.
What do they want, Alieco?
Have you come to finish off your sordid work?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even know why you're here, do you? You're just a pawn who serves and obeys.
And you? Why are you here?
To escape from the enemies of freedom. My brothers and I are at war.
Against whom?
Against order, liberticides, the ruling classes, and those who exploit the people. Against the torturers responsible for our misfortunes. Against you and others like you.
I'm not at war against anyone.
Then why are you pointing your gun
他
at
们不
us?
想要受到政
Get
府的
out.
约束
I
的自由。
cannot.
他们
What
家
I
是
mean.
支持的，
You're nothing
他
but a
们是有理
pawn
想抱负
with
的。
nothing more to say to you.
Don't move from here.
啊，所以现在要突然操控福尔摩斯了。不是。
All the lamps are out of order. This wall does not seem to be very solid. It is not made of brick. That is just a coating. This wall sounds hollow.
最后才盖上去的吧。看一下外面。对啊，最后才铺上
Strange.
去。
This opening has been boarded up, but I'm sure that I didn't see it in the attic.
藏东西，
Watson seems to be in control of the situation. Excellent.
太棒了。 A strong rope made of hemp. Good quality. Petrol for the lamps. 以前灯还要用。
This chest is strange.
没有。
Its decoration would indicate that its origin was in show business. Let's see. A magician's costume.
一定藏很多东西。
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. What was Mr. Ferguson doing here? This mill is hardly the ideal place to hold magic shows.
啊，太多字看不下去。
A master key, a useful item to help a
重要物
magician
品拿
play
到
the
了。
king of escape.
玩逃脱术是吧？对，玩逃脱术最后还是有个衣服藏着钥匙。口袋，对准不到哎，这样对得到吗？对不到。对不到啊！先退出好了，再重新用。
Here is a fine range of suits. Most of them are uniforms, but judging by their quality, I would say that they are disguises.
cosplay 用的戏服。
Accessories for a magic show.
再一次， 有，这是见得到了。
for a magic trick. A good luck charm? Poor bird. Who knows what has happened to his master?
没了，又解了一个成就。
These full sacks seem to be the only ones left untouched by the mice, unless they were filled only recently. A cog. Sacks of flour, mouldy and half-eaten by rats.
小刀。
The flour is spread out over the floor. The sack is empty. Very good. The flour is spread out over the floor. The sack is...
Henry Ferguson 那个魔术师吗？51岁，黑发棕眼，差不多5寸9。有一个11岁的儿子，5年前从海军皇家海军退伍，然后现在职业的魔术师。好。
An information card. Interesting.
所以他那个魔术师有被调查资
A
料。
cog.
不知道什么 Mister。好多字哦，不想看了，累。
Safe conducts in case of crisis. Passports for high-ranking civil servants. None of them with names on them, obviously.
名字都被糊掉了，不能知道名字。
This millstone seems to be in good condition. Dark traces. It must be blood. There should be a... Perfect.
还缺一个。
Dark traces. Someone was tied to the millstone's axle. They must have remained there for a long time. There should be a...
还缺一个。楼上应该都是找完了吧？
I can call Watson if I need him. I can call...
不需要叫吗？可是我少东西耶。看一下。 钥匙，我这边还没找到。
These boards crack under my weight. Interesting. These bags are... These boards... I have broken...
刀子还断掉，笑死。
This wall.
我没有看到工具啊。
These bags.
来个铲子什么之类的吧。我要去楼下外面搜寻，应该会有仓库，我记得。Go。 钥匙。
A tool shed. That could... The blade of this spade seems very solid.
木棍，想起来了，要华生来做事，的确是啊。我可以少了命令华生呢。
I can't do that. That could be used as a.
耶！还要找到小刀，要不然我刀子坏了，没了。棍子。
I need.
我是体质。
Perfect.
好啦，铲子呢？回去。开挖。
There is an iron bar in this wall. I can't do. I can't.
好。
Of course, a secret hiding place which contains a real arsenal. New pistols. A Gatling machine gun. A real war weapon. Boxes of weapons. This chain is several yards long.
应该没有什么东西。好了，绑起来。
I can't do that. There, the rope is in place.
然后继续延伸。
Perfect. The second cog is missing. Perhaps it is somewhere on the ground floor.
找华生啊，华生，去吧。
Watson! Watson! Have you almost finished?
I need to get the millstone working again, but it seems there is a gear missing from the mechanism.
I look on the ground floor. Perhaps it's down there.
Yes, be quick. We shouldn't hang around here. All I can do now is wait for Watson.
好了，换华生。
I don't know what's going on up there, but this flower has given me an idea.
感觉有点奇怪。好了，他们应该没有话要跟我说。
This chest is very heavy and locked shut via a keypad. Without the combination, it will be impossible to open it.
啊，这个就是。
These inscriptions will help to find the right combination.
中间是一个3，所以3要在中间，但是我们没有其他的号码，所以要找线索。
A large, strong paintbrush. One of the 2 cogs which ensure the connection between the wheel and the axle going to the attic is missing. This axle...
啊，找到了。
A gear.
有啦。
3 buttons, greasier than the others, hold the flower.
所以就是2、3、6。
Mechanical time switches. Rolls of fuse wire. I found the timer belonging to an explosive device. You are terrorists, aren't you?
The oppressive forces won't agree to civilized discussion. Propaganda by the
deed. You are murderers.
We are, first and foremost, free men, freed from the moralistic constraints of a system that exploits everyone. Contrary to you, a poor little sheep, lost without his flock. Diego, tell him that we won't go back there. My brother speaks with the wisdom of a free man. If you come here to kill us, do so, but we will never follow you. We were fooled once. There won't be a second time.
You are mistaken about me. I'm not a killer.
Then you are even more of a fool than I thought. You don't even know why you are here. I pity you. You are even blinder than me.
Are you responsible for blowing up a judge's house in London?
Justice and its representatives are the double dealers in this country. Judge Beckett was one of the cogs.
Thank God that it wasn't.
We made the bomb, but we weren't the ones who put it into place. The one who ordered it placed it himself.
Who?
Let us look at my brother's wounds. He's suffering.
No, don't move. I am a doctor. I'll do it. If only I had time to bring my medical bag.
Take this key. It opens the medicine cupboard. If you really are a doctor, you can help my brother.
Hydrogen peroxide, commonly known as bleach. There's not much left.
啊，那个是什么 ？Hydrogen peroxide。啊，摇杆要断线了，啊，又回来了。没按到。
This will be useful.
巴卡消毒，酒精消毒。
These bandages should halt the
俄罗
infection.
斯口音比较好装，
The
应该
person
是
who ordered the bomb, who is he?
You are not part of his organization?
What organization?
The one he
对
leads.
啊，
The
那
one that
英
is
国的下
responsible
面
for
的
the
旁边
state.
就德国啊
The one，
他们
that
应该很好
tortured
请
us.
到
Why were you
德国
tortured?
裔的
So that we should keep
英国人才对。
I understand.
对
The head of a criminal organization ordered an
在下
explosive
面的旁
device
边
which he
法国
then
的旁
placed
边
at Judge Beckett's house. Once the attack came off, he had you tortured to ensure
啊，
that
俄
you
罗斯
wouldn't
离
talk.
英国比较远哎。
And why Judge Beckett?
He was in possession of certain evidence against him.
But who, for the love of God?
Giving you his name would be signing our death warrant.
Does
That's
either
right,
one of
I'm
you
always-
know where the missing cogs are?
Well, I think there's one under the wood pile near the fireplace.
好，谢谢哈。哦，
I wonder what Holmes is doing at this moment. A gear. I must warn Holmes.
不对不对，
There.
Thank you, Watson.
好啦，换又断线了，是不是快没电啊？拉斯夫人比较会跑。不对耶，其实英国、德国跟俄罗斯当时的国王们都是亲戚啊，对吧？维多利亚下面，这是那时候还是维多利亚女王啊。维多利亚她有3个亲戚侄子，算侄子吗？一个就英国国王乔治，不是乔治，英国国王。然后一个是德国的和萨，是和萨吗？统领嘛，不是，就国王。然后再来是俄罗斯沙皇，那3个是亲戚啊，所以是算同一个民族过来的吧。这时候换福尔摩斯啦，太棒了，我终于拿到该要的东西了。
What was that noise?
Everything's all right.
里面藏死。
Let us see what this wall is hiding.
天哪，那个魔术师被他们害死了耶！ 家只是来这边赚钱，你们怎么可以这样？
A body, I knew
还有一个
it. The magician was walled up here.
谁养啊？太可恶了，这3个。
I have everything I need. Now it is time to destroy this place.
妈的，把那3个王八蛋烧了！等一下，我不是说要回到这个地方吗？要怎么回啊？我身上有什么东西可以回？火台而已啊。
This walled.
哦，有了。
Perfect.
What's that smell? I can smell oil.
把你们这3个王八蛋烧死！
What are you doing up there?
Sherlock Holmes is here. No,
I'm not staying
nor
here.
am I. Help me out of here.
Don't move.
You think you can stop us? Sherlock Holmes is a dangerous man. I'm not hanging around here waiting to be killed by him.
Don't be ridiculous. What are you talking about?
You don't know what he's capable of. Whatever are you doing, Doctor? Give me that gun. Where is Mr. Holmes? You had better remain here for the moment.
但是为什么他知道要来这边找人啊？
No, Doctor, of course not.
Come in, Inspector.
My wife did enjoy reading that last story of yours in the Strand, Doctor. That was a proper adventure. Do you think you might write about this case someday? I'd like to see it.
Oh, well now, I don't know. But that is very gratifying. And I'm glad to hear that your wife enjoys my writing, Constable. My goodness, what on earth was that?
哇，挂了。
Inspector Baines is dead.
烧起来了，会秀出
The watermill is burning!
Holmes has managed to escape from the police. He manipulated me from start to finish. And to think that I played an indirect part in his crimes.
最后福尔摩斯还是跑不见了，好像我又被利用了一次，是要哭还是要笑呢？又断线了，有点不稳定。我现在要干嘛？忘记了。哎呀，看报纸，看写了什么。 啊，福尔摩斯被通缉了，因为他杀了那个 Ben 探长，刚才那个从楼上摔下来的那个，所以大家在找他。好咯。
Today's newspaper. Mrs. Hudson must have left it early this morning. Baines's murder has made the front page. The news has spread quickly. The poor man shot at point-blank range. He had faith in Holmes right to the end, and it cost him his life. Holmes's pipe. Broken. I didn't notice it the last time. We think that we know the people around us, those who are close to us, who are part of our everyday lives, parents, colleagues, companions, friends. Then something unexpected happens, and it tears away the blinkers which we have chosen to wear. And it's at that precise moment that we finally see the true nature of those who always mattered the most to us. But in Holmes's case, what could have pushed the man, whom I have always considered as honest and loyal, to sink to such barbaric crimes and cold-blooded murder? I don't have the answer, but one thing is certain. Up until today, I had a friend. A noise, but it's coming from the flat, I'm sure.
我是回来了。
Holmes! I know you are in there! Holmes! Open this door immediately!
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me.
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
You've driven me to this.
It's the police! Open up!
没有子弹，华生，你拿的那个没有子弹是怎样 ？Holy fuck！ 自杀了。华生生无可恋了。
Why did it have to come to this, Holmes? All those years of friendship and respect, of trust. Everything that we went through together. And you deceived me all along. Damn you. I wish that I had seen through all of your lies. But now, it is over. It is all over.
1898
After so many days of relentless investigations and sleepless nights, I returned to the Thames area, to the very place where the bishop's nephew had died. I only had one trail left to explore, one last desperate attempt to understand recent events. I descended into the putrid, dark, suffocating depths of the town, the sewers. The fresh breeze from the Thames gave way to the stale, dank air of the dark tunnels. A shadow moving through an underground labyrinth, tormented, wandering through this humid, oppressive purgatory. What I might find mattered little. The most important thing was to keep moving.
可能到12点都玩不完。给你看成就有多少，所以还有一大段呢、啊，因为成就还没拿完，整个故事结束才会拿到全成就。这边还有很多东西，掉帧了，我等他一下好了。好了，好了，好多了。
I can see something. This butt is still dry, despite the surrounding damp. It was thrown here not so long ago. Let's be careful.
这个下水道很湿，可是这个烟还是干的，比如说有人刚抽过。
The bars are completely rusty.
谁走下来直接摔死了
Oops, this bar has come away in my hands. The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bar.
好啦，送我啦。有2根了，不用怕，等下老鼠冲出来。
This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event of the sewers overflowing.
他没有死，对啊，而且先破梗，对啊，他没有死，怎么可能
An iron ring.
我不死了就不用玩了，我会很难过的。
This must be a service.
怎么没有那个？哦，有了有了。
That's of no use. That's of.
我有少东西。掉帧严重。为什么这么暗的地方反而掉帧严重啊？太神奇了。
Wire.
可以绑起来了。
This must be a service trap. The trapdoor is horizontal and solidly fixed.
一切都是替身，看到后面就知道了，看到后面就知道是不是替身。
A boat! I'm on the right track. I must cross the canal to see who landed here.
所以我们少了一些工具。照理来说，我应该没有漏掉东西啊，该拿的都有拿。好啊，这里。
A piece of rope that floats. If it's long enough, then it might be useful. It...
拉上来，结果发现一个
A body! Oh, it was weighed down by the anchor. If I can retrieve the anchor, I can use it as a grappling hook.
我敢保证他不是自己跳河自杀的。
There.
浮尸，他绝对不是跳河自杀的。背上会不会贴一个没有亲人的字条？笑死！怎么可以这么时事啊？好烦哦！你看到卡顿是正常的，因为我这边也卡，掉帧严重。
First try. Now let's pull the boat back here. The boat is tied up on the other bank. It's impossible to pull it back to me.
跨过去呀！哦，有东西。
An old scarf with blood on it.
这下水道很深，对啊。
This bit of iron seems new and looks like a piece from ordinary machinery.
所以是最近才放到这边的，还没有生锈。再来说，这么潮湿的地方，东西会生锈。
Footprints. Someone has been here recently.
我好想离开这边哦，这边好暗哦。
Footprints. Someone has been here recently.
你念这么多，哦，旁边还有蜈蚣哎。
Incredible! This grate is new and has a mechanical locking system.
Huh? 好像弄错了，再一次。又错了，等一下哦。啊？我怎么突然脑袋打结了？是起步有错误吗？不可能啊！啊，抱歉，脑袋突然打结。HKE 哦，还在玩。我今天要把它破完啊！没有，我中间有去吃晚餐啊，差不多快9点才回来直播的。今天就是我刚才已经拿到全成就了， 只是想说还是全部玩完好了。啊干，我又回到原点了。对，嘿，安用音。我快好了啊，好了。
Open.
Open.
Come on, John. Courage.
Courage.
And here's another. See how you like that? Oh, and how does this feel?
所以福尔摩斯在下水道被抓到了。新年挑战完成通关。对啊，把这个全成就都拿到。啊，华生，你这时候开枪也没有多。好哦，为什么这时候就下得了手？刚刚3个炸弹客你就开不了枪，要是我就把那3个王八蛋给毙了。
Holmes.
是夏洛克·福尔摩斯耶！
I am so very glad to see you, Watson.
华生超开心的，耶！没事。
Yes, he's alive. The bad guys had better watch out now. Grandpa's alive, and he is a good man. I knew that he was. Uh-oh, they're going to be sorry now. My grandpa ruled.
Yes, and my grandpa saved him. Read it.
3个屁孩。
You are alive.
好烦哦。
I don't know what to feel. Relief or regret.
你刚才明明就很开心。
Watson, my friend.
你刚才明明就很开心。
You are not in a good state.
差一点就亲上去了。
Neither are you.
I suppose not. Can you walk?
Not without your help.
Why did you fake your own death? And who were those men?
I have to carry on with the investigation.
所以福尔摩斯假
John,
死。
I'm innocent. I'm
但
not
是
an
因为他
accomplice
被
of those men. Look at
通
me.
缉，所以他
Do
要
I
假
look as
死。
though I could be their boss? Am
所
I in
以
a
这个
position
警
to
察
give
才
such
不会一
orders?
直追杀
What
他，
a
追着
relief.
他，
My
他才可以
God,
继续
what a
更
relief.
好的调查。
But how?
Curare, hemlock, a few Indian plants, and sheep's blood to create the impression of
他有
death.
去拜托
A
人，
pathologist
帮
who
他
owed
做
me a
假死
favor for the death
的
certificate.
把戏。
Holmes, I was talking about this affair of...
I will explain everything, my friend, but we must leave here.
Yes,
啊
let's
最后
go
一个
back to
章节
Baker
了。
Street. I'll help you. Lean on me.
我们要把这个案子给全
Home
破
at
了。
last. I have missed this old room very much, Watson.
I put everything back in place after Baines went through it, but I didn't stay here. I couldn't face it.
Sit down, my friend. It is time for you to know the full details of
对啊，
this
你刚刚的
case.
判断没有错。福尔摩
First
斯
of
怎么
all,
可能会死
I must
主角呢？
apologize for the distress that this has caused you, and for my behavior, which was, I know, quite abominable. I can only hope that by the end of this explanation you will understand that I behaved in such a way only to protect you, and that it caused me great pain to see your trust and confidence in me ebbing away.
From
所以
whom
他
or
他故
what
意
did
就
you
是
wish to
让
protect me?
华生怀疑这些都
From
是他做
Professor
的。
Moriarty.
其实实际上是 Moriarty
We
干的。
should not have taken pity on him in that Swiss asylum. Do you remember during the case of the Awakened? Our indulgence has cost us dear today.
He's responsible for the bishop's murder?
Yes, but that was only a small
所以主角也
detail in his
是
plan.
Moriarty 杀
A
的。
detail which he had to eliminate as it compromised the whole of his diabolical project. The bishop had in his
然后毒药也
possession
是
a
Moriarty 想
document
研发，
which he
然后控
suspected
制
as being one
控制人
component of a
用。
larger puzzle. The
可是
ramifications
他
were
他发明
unknown
的
to
药
him,
一直
but
没
he
有办法
considered the
奏效
matter，as
所以他才
sufficiently
想要就是
important
偷偷
that he
把
should consult me.
把那个
The day
犯人
before
给
our
监狱里
macabre
边
discovery, his
解放
nephew,
出来。
who was in his
然
confidence,
后中间他想
brought
要
to
利用
him an
福尔摩
important
斯，
element which helped him understand Moriarty's
然后
grand
福尔摩斯也
plan.
是故意
It was
照
at
着
that moment
Moriarty 的
the two men
计
began
划
to
走，
comprehend the
原因是他
seriousness
也
of
想
the
要引
situation.
出
The bishop
Moriarty，
then decided to
大概是这样
contact。me.
Against his nephew's wishes? Was that what they argued about?
Yes. But Moriarty found out that the bishop knew of his projects, and he arranged for
然
his
后主
murder.
教知道
The
Moriarty 的
murderers
计
were
划以后，
also
他就
supposed to
把
bring back the
主教给
documents
杀了。
that the nephew,
他计
young
划复活。
Hamford, found, but they were unable to open the safe.
What was the document?
Evidence of Prince Woodville's implication in the
所以主
project.
教主教的保
The
险柜里
nephew
面
must have
藏的
retrieved
是
it from the royal archives,
那
where
个
he
王子有
worked.
参与
A
他
link to the
主
crown.
要的事情。
Yes, Moriarty wanted to overthrow Queen Victoria and place the prince on the throne of England.
因为 Moriarty
But that's impossible. He
那
would
个
have
王子
needed
想
to
要
create
当
an
国王，然后想要
incredible
把
coup
那
d'etat.
个维多利亚
Patience,
女王
Watson.
给
First of all,
overthrow。
Moriarty placed his
算叛变吗？
paws so they might begin to develop and encourage a tense
想
atmosphere,
要把那个
ready
王
to
子
discredit
捧
the
为
queen
国王，
and
然后他
thereby
也可以
raise
操
Woodville's
控那个
popularity.
王子。
And provoke a famine, so that the prince's soup kitchens could begin distributing food,
然后那
and he would
个
appear as a hero.
死掉的那个警
Exactly.
他也是一个
Moriarty quickly learned that I was making inquiries as to his plan, and without wishing to sound vain, he knew that I was the only person capable of upsetting his schemes. He therefore set up a plan that I be discredited and thought of as a criminal.
And you played along with him.
Precisely. Allowing him to believe that he had succeeded was the best way of ensuring that
没
his
错，所以
attention
这
was no
件事
longer
情就是
fixed on
Moriarty
me.
想
Why
要
didn't you
除掉
say
福尔
anything
摩
to
斯
Scotland
然后福尔
Yard?
摩斯其
Did
实
you
知道，
not
他
think
只
it
是表
strange
面
that
上顺
Inspector
着跟
Lestrade
着
was
一
away
点。
for weeks?
What? You mean to say that
但
Baines?
是他不
Was
想要把
working
华
for
生，
Moriarty.
不知道
I
华生可能
understand.
比较老
The
实
bishop's
吧。
murderers were in the hands of this traitor,
所以他也
and you
故
were
意就知
therefore
道
at a
华生
dead
对
end
他的
after
影
our
响不坏
investigations at the
但他就
opium
是
den.
不要
Yes,
被警察
and Baines'
盯着
authority
看。
allowed him access to the police archives. He changed and forged all the charges in the documents that you saw at Judge Beckett's house. It was also he who substituted the Samoan necklace for a vulgar copy.
So that was why the judge went to Farley's, to obtain Baines's false information.
Precisely. But they each found themselves as instruments in Moriarty's strange orchestra. Judge Beckett received entire books full of charges against me, and a journalist such as Farley will not hold back when he gets the chance to make the front page of all the newspapers in England. With regard to Farley, it was a mere case of professional misconduct.
And to think that I held you responsible for the explosion at the judge's house. What a relief! But why did Moriarty have him killed?
He was on the point of discovering that all the documents supplied by Farley, and therefore by Baines, were false. Exactly the opposite to what our enemy was anticipating.
And where did the poison fit in all this?
Unfortunately, I do not possess all the information on this subject. The first time that we saw the effects of this substance on the body of the bishop, the poison was evidently only at an experimental stage. It was much too potent to do anything with.
Effectively. But in the second case, Kurtz, I didn't notice a great advance.
However, there was one. The poison was no longer fatal.
Yes, but the madness was still there. I should remind you that he attempted to devour his own dogs.
Correct, Watson. But it was not the second case, as you supposed. Remember the number of other incidences of madness, either collective or individual, relayed in the press in the days prior to it.
You mean to say?
That Moriarty tested this dangerous mixture on a large number of guinea pigs. Apparently with little success, as all those people are now dead. I say apparently, because I do not have the least idea as to the result Moriarty was hoping for.
And that's where Hans comes in, isn't it?
Moriarty needed him to devise the substance's final formula.
And so you helped Hans to escape, so he might lead you to it.
Yes, but things did not go as I had planned. The professor's men got their hands on him just after his escape.
And you lost his trail.
Yes, but I doubted that Moriarty would take Hans to his lair. To find him, I had only one trail, the bomb placed at the judge's house.
The trail of the 3 Russian brothers.
I found out about the mill by having the anarchists' trail followed by the children in my own secret police. Once again, their help was a determining factor. As regards knowing where to locate Moriarty's lair, I hoped to find the information in the attic of the watermill. I got to it only just in time before Baines turned up.
And you were stuck then, weren't you? Allowing him to arrest you would have meant certain death.
Regrettably. But Moriarty's plan worked in any case, as after killing Baines, I became England's most wanted man for the murder of a Scotland Yard inspector.
And so you had to make sure that people forgot about you. Therefore, you orchestrated your own death so that you might continue your investigation discreetly. Oh,
yes.
That was a terrible time for me, Holmes.
华生超难过的。
I am sorry, my dear fellow.
Well, the important thing is that you are well and truly alive.
Yes, but it is not over yet. Moriarty will take action one day or another.
You were saying that you had found Moriarty's hideout. Where is it?
In an abandoned fun fair on the outskirts of London. It is quite certain that they are all there. Shieldman, the prince, and of course, Moriarty.
If Moriarty puts the prince on the throne, he'll have his hands on the reins of the kingdom. Her colonies, her diplomatic network, her riches, everything.
Yes, including the army, the war fleet, everything he needs to help him conquer Europe. And eventually, I suspect, the world.
Holmes, we have to be quick. His plan hasn't been put into action yet. Perhaps it's not too late.
英国的战力应该没有那么容易吧，还有一个德国党在那边呢。Moriarty， 你以为捧上一个国王就可以征服整个欧洲吗？下面的德国要不要想想看？
Do you really believe that Moriarty is in there behind that fence?
Something in the wind seems to suggest it, Watson.
I have a peculiar acid taste in my mouth, if that is what you mean, Holmes.
Well, yes. The air is tainted still with toxic fumes from the factory chimneys.
I believe that I read about this place. The fun fair was abandoned after the factory was built so close by. It was said that even the ice cream tasted bitter.
Aren't you curious about the warehouse down there? There seems to be some strange activity taking place inside.
Strange and in keeping with Moriarty's activities. Let us go and see what
这关还蛮多东西跟细节的。我觉得这个我明天再继续玩好了。我有点想要玩开车了。他想架空国王。其实他如果真的把那个王子捧上去的话，他也只是个傀儡国王啊，因为他的资金啊，跟他背后的那些东西都是靠 Moriarty 捧上去的，所以 Moriarty 要的只是一个会听话的国王。他从王子的阶段，他想要当国王这件事情，他必须就是要靠 Moriarty。就算他当上了，他只是想要享受国王的名称吧。那实际上后面所有的操控者就是 Moriarty。他本来就是一个傀儡王子，然后当上国王也是个傀儡国王 ，nothing more。发动战争一定会的啊，那种想惹事的人，说不定他就是不会真的明着发动战争吧。而且我记得后面接的几任国王都是死缺，没人想接呀。
That could be used as a weapon in a necessity.
好，我觉得最后这一整个大关，我没办法半小时内破完，明天再说，明天再继续玩。先休息了，先存档。哎，我已经有存了。要写一个大大的惨字，就挺惨的。这个就是政治啊！不要去搞政治，政治好累哦。那种善良的人不适合搞政治。在讲什么鬼话？光玩游戏碰政治就觉得累了。像我觉得策略游戏就好累哦，还是玩解谜比较好。像玩那个巫师三一样，虽然被政治卷入进去，但是杰洛特是不想要碰政治的那种概念。 政治就由你们女巫跟国王们搞吧，不关我的事，我只是小小个猎魔人。好啦，就晚安啦，晚安，拜拜拜拜，明天见，明天还会再直播。